Don't worry, you've got unlimited windscreen cover too.
So how old was your car?
Bought it new a couple of years ago.
It was written off, hey?
Yep.
Well, I've got some good news for you.
With your RAA comprehensive car insurance, you get lifetime vehicle replacement.
This is my new car.
Yes.
Yes. Yes! No!
Don't worry, you've got unlimited windscreen cover too.
We do more. Get a quote today.
Now, the FFSA has announced a new partnership this week. It's with Heart Kids here in South Australia. Marianne Noon, welcome.
Thank you, Chris.
And please explain to me, who have we got here?
Patch is Heart Kids' mascot.
Right.
Yeah, Patch is great support for our Heart Kids.
Yep.
Gives them hope, gives them courage.
Okay.
Patch is all about courage.
Right.
And that
Is Patch
indicates
cuddly?
his zipper. Why don't you try?
Magnificent.
Okay, break it up,
there you
break it up.
go. Right, sorry.
There's a lot of jealous kids out there now.
Now, tell us about Heart Kids.
Okay, well, Heart Kids is a charity that supports families affected by childhood heart disease, so congenital heart disease.
Yep.
We have eight families, 8 babies are born every day with childhood heart disease, yes. And actually, sadly, tragically, and we've been touched many a time here, 4 pass away each week. So
4 of them.
Yeah.
I never associated heart disease with little infants, to be honest. I didn't know.
And sadly, that's the general feeling out there, and that's the partnership with Football Federation SA is really going to help us boost awareness. We're doing a lot of work with advocacy, trying to build that awareness with government because adult heart disease forms part of the national health priorities, but paediatric heart disease doesn't. And you look at the stats, and it's shocking. You know, we really need to raise awareness. Now, we've got a couple of special events coming up with FFSA, is that correct? Yes, we do. We're round of the match this weekend, and FFSA is, we are the charity of the weekend, and we'll be there with our tins, shaking them under a marquee as well. It's officially launching in public, our partnership. So they're getting behind, Football Federation SA is getting behind our current campaign, which is Super Boss Day. So picture it this way, congenital heart disease is the villain, and we're trying to get as many people to bring out their inner superhero and help us annihilate heart disease. So that's the whole concept, and that's right. And we're calling on people to nominate their bosses or bosses to register themselves, and we start, and we've pitched it 26th of May, Friday 26th of May, to go to work and dress up as a superhero. So the visuals are there to support childhood heart disease, but more importantly, you set up a fundraising webpage, go to superbossday.org.au, register yourself, it automatically helps you set up a fundraising webpage, and then you get it out there to all your friends and colleagues, and they get behind you to help raise funds for us. Fantastic. Marianne, thanks for coming in. Thank you, Chris. To everyone at the soccer, or the footballs we should say, this weekend, please support Heart Kids. Now, Patch, who's going to win, West Adelaide or Adelaide City? 50-50. Very good, Patch.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to the beautiful Adelaide Shores Football Centre. Quite a historic day here for the FFSA. We are running a doubleheader, the first doubleheader ever run by the FFSA, and what a great day it should be. Adelaide City versus West Adelaide, a couple of the most historic clubs here in South Australia. We're going to have the girls at 1 o'clock and then followed by the men at 3 o'clock. And we've got our expert team in, which I'll throw to now, in Paul and Spiro, to kick the day off. Welcome, boys.
Thanks very much, Andrew. I'm Paul Markichetti. Great to have Spiro Karanikos-Mimis with me for this historic broadcast. How are you, Spiro?
Very well, thank you, Paul. Good morning and a beautiful sun-swept, well, it's good afternoon, isn't it? Beautiful sun-swept Adelaide Shores here at West Beach.
And we're very, very lucky to have down on the boundary with us Adelaide United and Fulham United captain Stella Regon. How are you, Stella?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very much looking forward to sharing this broadcast with you. And also Cassandra Tripierdi. How are you, Cassandra?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, no, an absolute pleasure. And we thank the 10th inning for having us on here. This, of course, is the very first ever live stream of a regular season game in the WNPL, of course, following on from the live streaming of last year's grand final between Metro and Adelaide City. Today we are seeing Adelaide City taking on this season's league leaders West Adelaide. should be a terrific game. They drew 0-0 when they met the first time round, but Spiro, West have been pretty hard to stop so far.
Absolutely, by far and away the standout team in the WNPL. Haven't conceded a goal for something like 700 and so minutes in the league. I believe it was as early as round two, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, Paul. So, having said that, though, it is a derby, so we expect an absolute cracker of a game. Cassandra and Stella, obviously Stella, you play in the WNPL, and Cassandra, you follow the WNPL with a lot of interest. How do you see today's game going?
Look, it will be a great contest between Adelaide City and West Adelaide. I hope to see some goals today. I think last time they played it, I think it was 0-0, so hoping to see more than no goals scored.
What about you, Cassandra?
Yeah, I think it'll be a very tight match. Obviously, hopefully some goals. We've got Alex Chids up front and Nicole Tilley for West Adelaide, so definitely a tight match, but I think West Adelaide might take the win in the end.
Well, of course, West Adelaide, if they do take the win, they'll get back to being 6 points clear at the top of the table. We might just talk about what the table looks like at the moment, Spiro, with every team having played 10 times except the two that we are about to see now. It's West on 23, Metro on 20, the defending champs, Adelaide University on 19, Adelaide City on 17, Fulham 11, Salisbury Inter 11, Cumberland 10 and Campbelltown City 0. So this game really could help define the season. Adelaide City, if they're going to be the main front runners, the main challengers to West Adelaide, they're going to have to get the win today. If they don't, West are going to probably find some clear air at the top.
Absolutely, and it is of course a top four system in the WNPL, and Adelaide City can't afford to fall too far behind that pack, because once you do, it's hard to get into that top four. But what we know is, like we said, Paul, it'll be an absolute cracker. It is a derby, and both teams will be absolutely fired up to perform their best in this doubleheader today.
And if we can just throw to you, Stella, just thinking about West Adelaide, who have been the standout team so far this season, they have been hard to break down. Is that what you think is their main strength, or are they really just got winners all over the field at the moment?
There's not many passengers in that team. Like, they all play really well together. They are a very physical team as well. They do get hard to break down. I think at the end of the day, as Cass said, West Adelaide will probably come up on top, just because that little bit more physical side of them maybe overpowers Adelaide City in most teams. So, but we will see a great competition today, and we want a good game.
And Cass, maybe if I could ask you about Adelaide City, you've obviously seen a fair bit of action in your role covering writing for the FFSA in your match previews and reviews so far this season. Is it really a case of their attacking weapons? I mean, they've got a magnificent front four with Chidiac, Campagnoli, DiPartolo and Powell, but is it important as well that their defence holds out and makes sure that they don't let West score first?
I think so too. I think it's very important that they try not to let West Adelaide concede, and even up front as well, work their magic in front, what they can do. But it would be important to stop West Adelaide first and foremost.
You are watching the live stream of the first ever doubleheader here at the Adelaide Shores. I'm Spiro, Paul and Cassandra and Stella on the Badger Live for us today. Only 5 minutes away from kickoff. We'll bring you those lineups in a couple secs, folks. Paul, what about you? Where do you see the strengths and the weaknesses for both teams that they can exploit?
I think West Adelaide are just so well set up. They've really done well this season with their recruiting. They've kept the core of players last year. Easy to forget they finished 5th last season, so they've made a giant leap. They've picked up 3 players from Adelaide City, of course, as part of their squad. I don't think any of them are starting today except for Sarah Willisey in goal, but they also picked up Susie Bassett, and Dragana Klajic, she'll be starting as well. And they've also picked up some terrific talent from the NTC, so it's just such a well-balanced team, West Adelaide, and they've got plenty of depth on the bench as well. I think for City, though, they really need to have Campagnoli and Chidiac try to unlock them. It's going to be very important to score first today. I think that's going to be a real key to this game.
We'll bring those lineups up for you now. Don't forget, folks, this is a charity round here for the FFSA. Please support Heart Kids. If you haven't come to the ground, any grounds this weekend, there's been charity collection at all grounds. Please donate to Heart Kids. Jump on the FFSA website for information. We'll look at that Adelaide West Adelaide lineup. Willisey is in goals, and it's Bakapanos, Adamopoulos, Psaroulis and Quinn in the back line. Papageorgiou and Bailey and Klajic in the midfield. And up front it's Tilly, Hillier and Lupoy.
And if we look at the Adelaide City lineup, we don't have the positions, but this is the way we think it'll look. Papanikidis in goals, of course. The back four, Nicholas at the left, Macaulay and McLeod in the middle, Gray at right back. Then in the midfield it'll be Holmes and Pete, probably Di Bartolo pushing out onto the left-hand side and Campagnoli to the right. Chidiac playing as a number 10, and then Tian Powell up at centre forward. And that's plenty of attacking power to try to upset this very, very well-drilled West Adelaide defence. Di Bartolo, Spiro, she's going at better than a goal a game, 11 out of the 9 matches she's played so far.
Absolutely, and you know, it's hard to look past players like Alex Chidiac as well. And maybe Stella, you can tell us as the Adelaide United captain what it's like playing with someone of Alex Chidiac's quality and what she brings to the WNPL.
Well, it's great, firstly, to have Alex Chidiac in the WNPL as she was playing State League last year. But with Alex, I've never really seen a player like her. She's, you know, low to the ground. She can weave in and out. She's got a great shot, great left foot. Very hard to defend against. Just the way she ducks and weaves out through players. She's going to be a big hassle for the West Adelaide defence line today.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. She's a quality player, twice capped by the Matildas, of course, Alex Chidiac. Paul, some interesting statistics about West Adelaide and Adelaide City. I'll go with West Adelaide. First season in the top division was in 2014. That year they finished third. They won the 2014 Cup over City, 3-2. They were third in 2015. In the 2016, they finished fifth. And in 2017, as we spoke, they are right now the standout team in the WNPL. They've had draws against City and Metro this season. Like we said, 706 league minutes since conceding. That's just an amazing record. And 2000. But having said that, it's been almost 3 years since they've scored a goal against City.
It's quite extraordinary that they haven't actually scored against City since 2014. So something's going to break here today. Unless it's a 0-0 draw, either West are going to get their first goal against City for 3 years, or West are going to concede their first goal for more than 700 minutes, which is just quite an extraordinary record. And matter of fact, if you throw in the cup game last round, I'll have to just check my maths, Spiro. I think that's 796 minutes of league and cup action in which West Adelaide have not conceded at all. One of the things I really like about West Adelaide is their flexibility, and this is something that you can probably shine a bit of a light on as the players come out. But Lucy Adamopoulos, very unusually, a centre-back, but she's also a dead ball specialist.
Yeah, she's a brick wall in defence as well, and she's scored a couple goals to her name, and I think that really helps in the depth of their squad with having Lucy.
We're just seeing the two captains leading out the team, Daphne McLeod for Adelaide City and Christina Papageorgiou for West Adelaide. Two very, very experienced players. In fact, Stella, if I'm right, Christina and you were teammates back in Adelaide Sensation some time ago.
Well, we're going back quite a while there, but yes. That just shows Christina's age as well, not just mine, but yeah, she's very great, a great player, great leader, and West Adelaide are very lucky that she's still out there, you know, with those young girls and bringing them along very well.
Not too far away here from kickoff. Of course, the coach for Adelaide City is Paul Pezos, who played in the NSL for West Adelaide, but is also an absolute legend of Adelaide City at a local level, won so many championships under the tutelage of Damien Morey. He's also got the reserves team at Adelaide United, their NPL team, so a very busy man right now, Paul Pezos, a legend of the game here in South Australia. And we're looking forward to this game. It is a derby. It is a double-header. Don't forget, straight after us, it will be the NPL match between West Adelaide and Adelaide City. Now, Paul, I've got a bit of a interesting rumour in the NPL game.
Oh, no, here we go.
I've heard that West Adelaide have lost one of their key players to a transfer to a rival team over the last 24 hours. If I'm not mistaken, you might not see Ricky De Silva today.
Ooh. Or
it could be definitely his last game for West Adelaide. He is transferring to Adelaide Olympics, so that is a big news coming out in the NPL overnight. There is a player going the other direction. Samuel Tescavar is leaving Adelaide Olympic to join West Adelaide. So that's the rumour. That's the hot tip.
We'll
look forward to seeing how that plays out.
Seeing if you're right, Spiro.
See how that plays out.
Of course, if it's true to form, you won't be, but we'll find out a bit later this afternoon.
Oh, the respect around here. Anyway, we're not too far away from kickoff here in this WNPL fixture. It will be an absolute cracker. West Adelaide, table toppers, really tearing the league apart against Adelaide City, who are fourth. They're on 17 points. This game, if they win at Adelaide City, they will catch right up to that top two position in Metro, who are currently on 20 points, and only be a game behind West Adelaide. Not too far away now here at Adelaide Shores. Please don't forget, folks, if you are watching us on the live stream, go to the Heart Kids website and donate to a worthy cause. It is the Heart Kids Foundation round here at the FFSA. All gate takings are going towards that worthy charity. Please support the Heart Kids. Paul, over to you to get us started.
Tian Powell standing over the ball. It's going to be Adelaide City to kick us off. Tian, of course, former Adelaide United player, very, very decorated W League player, but there's plenty of them out here, and Alex Chidiac has walked over to the centre circle with her. They're going to be leading the line. I can see Georgia Campagnale in front of us, and we're off. Powell tries to play the ball out to the right, but it's very quickly cut off. It's very, very tight already. Tilly trying to get in there, but very well cut off by Nicholas at left back for Adelaide City. Nicholas with the throw. We've only been playing 15 seconds. And in fact, it's going to be a free kick for that challenge. So just bringing the ball back. So Adelaide City will probably just want to make sure that they don't concede early in this game. With McLeod at the moment, bringing the ball out to Gray, but there's going to be plenty of pressure. So the ball's been popped forward and it's coughed up. And well cleaned up there. Oh no, Saroulis has given it away to Powell. Powell has a chance now. She slips it for Chidiac. Oh, great challenge in the end. And we were nearly in with a goal in the first minute. It's going to be a free kick. But goodness, what a start that would have been.
Absolutely. Cassandra on the boundary line. What have you seen in this first this first minute? Crazy start there for Adelaide City.
Crazy start for City. I think they're looking very dangerous early, which is not a good sign for West Adelaide at the moment.
Willisey now putting the ball in the right spot. It was an offside against Adelaide City, but that's an early warning slide for West Adelaide. Willisey, of course, one of the Adelaide United goalkeepers this year in the WNPL. Great clearance there, but only as far as Pete. Pete plays it down, looking for a teammate in Di Bartolo, but well cut out there by the West Adelaide player in Bakapanos. But unfortunately it's gone out and will be a throw-in on the far side for Adelaide City. Nicholas to take it. Nicholas now with the ball. Throws it in down the line. Tried to be flicked on there by Adelaide City, but cleared by West Adelaide. West Adelaide really haven't got their foot on the ball yet, and thankfully, again, for them, they've got a free kick, and hopefully they can settle down. Adelaide City have started really well here. Early stages, of course, but warning signs all over the park.
It's good pressure from Tian Powell to create that opportunity first up. It's going to be very, very difficult for West to keep an eye on her. She's a very, very good player indeed. Now, ball down by Willisey. It's all very tight on the right-hand wing. City might come away here, but they're going to have to go backwards now. Nicholas with the ball. She brings it back into McLeod. McLeod now, Nicholas, just trying to bring the forward into midfield. Holmes. Sorry, that was Pete. And it's come back to Papanikidis. Now, West just trying to put a little bit of pressure on, but Gray is free on the right-hand side. She's got Campagnale in front of us. Georgia C links up again with Gray. City looking pretty composed so far, but they want to be careful. Holmes now has taken over in the defensive centre midfield position. Just trying to find a way through. McLeod now. Nearly turns it over. In fact, she has. Papageorgiou brings it forward. And now it's come out to the left-hand side, and it's been won again by City, by Campagnale. But cut out again by Quinn. No one just being able to hold the ball. It's all very tight in midfield at the moment. And now it's back with McLeod and back with Papanikidis.
Papanikidis clears the ball, looking for a teammate. She can't find Pete. And it's played out by Nicholas, and West Adelaide with a relieving throw. Paul Pezos on the far side saying to his chargers, calm down, keep control of the ball. They have started really well, but West Adelaide now looking to assert some of their superiority. And it's on the far side with West Adelaide. Throws it inside. Papageorgiou flicks it on. Well cleared there by Adelaide City. And won back by West Adelaide and played back beautifully. Now the long ball comes in, but cleared again by Adelaide City. A bit of aerial ball right now. And here comes Adelaide City looking to break, but West Adelaide again win the ball. Bit scrappy in these early moments, but we're looking at Adelaide City trying to control the ball now. Playing it back. That's Nicholas. She plays it all the way back to her keeper, Papanikidis. Papanikidis with the ball at her feet. Well composed and beautifully done there. Plays to McLeod. Back out to Nicholas. Both teams trying to work each other out early, and it's a bit scrappy here in the early stages of Adelaide Shores. It's only 4 minutes in, but apart from that early chance of West Adelaide, it's Adelaide City. Sorry, it's been a bit scrappy. Stella, what are you seeing early on here at this important fixture?
Like with all big games coming in, you know, both teams want to get on top of each other. So I think that's what we're seeing at the moment. As long as I think Adelaide City will come out on top because they're a very composed team. They play the ball around very well together, and also having Di Bartolo, Tian Powell, Alex Chidiac and Georgia Campagnale up front, they'll be pretty hard for the West Adelaide girls to compete with.
And there is Powell trying to get the ball in the middle, but just a little bit too much on it, so Willisey able to collect. Willisey, of course, was Adelaide City last year, moved over to West Adelaide, and she's put the ball out long, and now Clayich is going to try and find a centre, but she too has overhit it, and that's going to be easy for Papanikitis. We've been playing 5 minutes. It's been a little bit up and down at the moment. Papanikitis isn't able to find anybody, so it's going to be fairly easy for Adamopoulos to clean up. In fact, she leaves it for Willisey. 5 matches for Adelaide United last A-League season, Willisey, including the 3 wins at the end. Some memorable finish for the season. Well done there by McLeod to get the introduction. Here's Chidiac now, under pressure, but of course she's gotten the ball away. Now overlapping run. Oh, good tackle, Papageorgiou, and she might now put Tilly through, but again, just a little bit too much on the ball, so it's easy for City to just clean up now. We've been playing 5.5 minutes. Papanikitis in the City goal. Or just giving it to McLeod, but a bit of pressure there from Clayich. And City have coughed it up again. Now it's Clayich just trying to get down the left-hand side, but McLeod's going to shepherd it out well. And Adelaide City will have the throw on the right-hand side.
Adelaide City now with the throw-in. Down the line. Well cut back inside there by Powell. But it's won again by West Adelaide and Clayich looking to play it forward to Hillier, but won by Adelaide City. Now it's Chidiac. She's all class, Alex Chidiac, and does really well to compose herself and her Adelaide City teammates. And again, it's on the far side with Nicholas. Adelaide City playing the ball across defence, looking to pass West Adelaide out of this game early, and they're doing a good job so far. It's inside to Pete. Pete with a quick 1-2, and it's back out to Nicholas. Nicholas down the line, won by Adamopoulos. And offside, says the Lions assistant referee, but the referee ignores it, and it's play on with West Adelaide. Back to Adamopoulos. Adamopoulos now all the way back to Willisey, and West Adelaide will restart.
Willisey now, she's got Saroulis if she wants to. She's gone long, but she's going to cough it up here, and Campagnoli heads it back, and she might just hold possession, though. Well done, Saroulis. And she tries to play it forward. Cut out again by McLeod. McLeod now. Now they're coming forward again through Campagnoli. That's a terrific through ball for Chidiac. Well, just a little bit too much on it. And Willisey has got hold of it. And just slows things down a little bit. Neither side just able to make that pass yet. They've all just had a little bit too much on them. Now Tilly trying to battle for the ball for West Adelaide. But it's been won by Holmes. And McLeod now trying to work it with her right back, but unable to get some movement. Now, Campagnoli with the flick on, but once again, West Adelaide are just really making it difficult for City to pass their way through. So, in the end, McLeod tries to go long, and she's put it out, and that really just goes to show how congested it is in the middle at the moment. And West Adelaide's pressure, after a bit of a shaky start, has been really good. Now, Tilly trying to get the flick on. What are you seeing down there, Cass?
I think both sides very tight between them. If West Adelaide find their composure, I think they can get through, but they just need to find that.
It's now with Quinn, but it's won back by Adelaide City. Long ball. Sarula should clean up, and does for West Adelaide. It'll be Adelaide City throwing right on the halfway mark, and it should be taken by Gray, and will be. 0-0 here at Adelaide Shores. 9th minute between West Adelaide and Adelaide City. It's a massive double-header today. Local derby between these two teams. A heritage and a culture that goes back many, many years. Free kick given away there by West Adelaide, and Adelaide City will have the ball just past the halfway line. A foul there on number 8, Holmes, and it'll be taken by Adelaide City. And I think it's Georgia Campagnoli, who interestingly played the whole season at left back for the Adelaide United women's team, but lining up today at right midfield for Adelaide City. Shows her flexibility.
Oh, she certainly is a midfielder, and that left back measure was something different for her. Now trying to get a ball through. Saroulis cuts it out though. There's a bit of ground there. Nicholas looks like she's got through, but again, this time it's Papageorgiou who gets through. Now she's only got Tilly ahead of her, but that's going to be cut out by McLeod, who's had a really good start. She finds Nicholas again, but can't get it any further. Huge pressure in midfield in this game. Both of these teams, you can see why they played out a 0-0 draw the first time they met, and also you can see why West Adelaide haven't conceded, but they did give up that nearly early chance where Powell got away in the first minute, but they seem to have settled a little bit more now, the blue and whites. So Hillier still in the thick of it. Now West trying to move forward, but there's players everywhere, and in the end it was a foul on Lupoy. So City are going to get a free kick, and as we called a little bit earlier, Lucy Adamopoulos, you don't see too many centre-backs coming up and taking the dead balls, but she sure delivers some fantastic free kicks and corners, and she's got going to see what she's got to aim at. Tilly probably towards the back post. Papageorgiou's in there, is good in these positions. Lupoy as well is looking for it, and Hillier, who is going to be the target. Klajic also just hanging out on the left-hand side, hoping for any spill. And it's going to be close to the keeper. Papanikidis missed it and brought back in by Klajic, but City are going to be able to clear. And there was a bit of an early warning there, and Quinn has let the ball run out. She's now going to get on with things. Flicked on there by Bailey, but City are able to relieve the danger. And it's going to be Quinn again.
Quinn now with the throw-in, down the line, looking for Diana Klajic. Well won there by Adelaide City, but only as far as Bailey. Bailey swings it in, looking for her strikers, but cleared again by Adelaide City. It's Di Bartolo on the far side, but Papageorgiou did well. Her experience showed there and plays down the line, looking for Lupoy, but well cut out by Nicholas. And they've looked to play down the line at Adelaide City, but they've given it away again. Now it's Papageorgiou. She plays it inside to Tilly. Tilly tries to turn, but did really well there. And again, Adelaide City, and they look to settle themselves down and play out. It's on that far side with Di Bartolo. She cuts back in. Plays it all the way back to Macaulay. Macaulay now to Papanikidis, and they'll start again Adelaide City. This is a thing that they're doing whenever they can't get past the West Adelaide midfield. They're just playing it back. Obviously an instruction for Will Pezos to keep possession and not to waste the ball, and we can understand why with West Adelaide being such a powerful and dominant team in this division. You don't want to not have the ball if you're Adelaide City, that's for sure.
Stella, City are really having trouble passing their way through. Do you think they might have to sort of look to go a little bit more direct if that's not going to work for them?
Yeah, definitely probably playing a little bit more direct, but at the same time, West Adelaide are doing a very high press, so that's why we're seeing a lot of rushed kicks from both teams. They're trying to shut down the options before, those both teams can get past that, number 6 line and then to the defensive line.
Hillier now, she's pushing up the right-hand side. She's won a throw. So there's numbers are coming forward for West. Just waiting for an option. Not a huge amount of movement. Now Tilly starts to make a bit of a dart. And that's where it goes. But it's gone over her. And she's kept it in. City going to have to scramble it away, and they do. But only as far as Bailey. Oh, well done, Chidiac, who did really, really well in a dangerous situation to hook the ball away. But Papageorgiou has it again. It's going to be a free kick, though, for Adelaide City. And that will relieve the pressure. Didn't do too badly in the end in defending that situation. But there are so many dangerous players out there. We just haven't seen West be able to make a clear-cut chance.
Bit of a stalemate right now, Paul, isn't it? Both teams trying to work each other out.
Yes, certainly are. And what they're not doing, though, is panicking too much, except the pressure means that they are coughing up possession a fair bit. Now Powell is trying to run onto it, but Adamopoulos has cut it out. And this is the first time for a few minutes that City have seen their attacking half of the field. Nicholas with the throw-in from fullback. And she's going to find Powell. Good control there. Now, can City get a ball into Chidiac? Chidiac now trying to make herself some space. Still with Chidiac. Can she shoot? She can, and she scores! Alex Chidiac! They just couldn't take the ball off her in the 14th minute. The wall has finally broken after 720 minutes. That's exactly 12 hours of no goals being conceded by West Adelaide. And Alex Chidiac is the player who has undone them, and she just was able to hold the ball so well there, Spiro.
Absolutely, and that's what you expect from a class player like Alex Chidiac. Cassandra, what a goal there by the Matilda.
What a goal from Chidiac there, and she was going to be the danger girl today, and they would have to watch her.
Klajic now putting some pressure on the Adelaide City defender, but she does well to keep possession of the ball, and Chidiac with the throw-in, try to flick it on, but it's won by West Adelaide with their captain, Papageorgiou. West Adelaide trying to get that goal back quickly. The intensity has lifted immediately here at Adelaide Shores, and it's back with Gray. Gray plays it all the way back to her keeper in Papanikidis. Papanikidis now to McLeod. Cuts inside beautifully. Well done by the centre-back. To Gray. Gray looking down the line. It's Campagnoli. That should be an Adelaide City throw-in. In fact, it's a West Adelaide throw-in. And West Adelaide 1-0 down here. Like Paul said, haven't conceded in 12 hours, but have just conceded their first goal thanks to an Alex Chidiac goal for Adelaide City. What a great finish by the Matilda. and it's definitely game on here at Adelaide Shores.
It was just the way she held the ball under pressure, Chids, and did a really good job. Now, West trying to get through. Now, here's Hillier. She has a shot. That's easy enough for Papanikitis. Of course, she was West's keeper last season. They've had a keeper swap, these two sides. Willisey to West and Papanikitis to City. Now, Quinn wins the header, and that's good enough to get back to Adamopoulos, who has time. And probably Spiro, City scoring first makes the game just that little bit more interesting. It's Bakapanos at the right-hand side. She's trying to get it forward to Lupoi. She's under pressure and's coughed it up. Here's Holmes for Adelaide City, but offside there against Tian Powell.
You can see West Adelaide immediately have lifted their intensity across the park. Probably didn't, well, whoever wants to concede, but especially didn't want to concede against their rivals Adelaide City so early in the game, and it's definitely forced the game to open up a little bit. It's with Adamopoulos now. She'll take that free kick after a correct decision by the assistant referee for offside. 1-0 here to Adelaide City. Alex Chidiac, the goal scorer, if you're just joining us. Welcome to this doubleheader between West Adelaide and Adelaide City. First time ever a WNPL and NPL fixture back-to-back. Live stream through the FFSA website. Thank you so much to the 10th inning for hosting us here today. Looking forward to both games. Down the line now, it's Lupoi for West Adelaide trying to bring the ball under control and has won the throw-in. It'll be taken by Bakapanos. Bakapanos again looking for an option. She's told to leave it, and Lupoi will take the throw-in. Maybe a long throw specialist from Lupoi. Indeed, it will be a long throw. She throws it in. Flick on, looking for Tilly. Tilly, though, is loses the ball, and Adelaide City looks to break, and it's Alex Chidiac again, and she's got on the ball. Absolutely brilliant by Alex Chidiac. She's at halfway. She's got no one around her just yet. She plays the ball down beautifully to Tian Powell, but there is the West Adelaide defence again to clear, and Alex Chidiac again showing how dangerous she can be. And the goal scorer, Alex Chidiac, controlling that game in there for Adelaide City, and West Adelaide really need to tighten up on her if they want to get back into this game, that's for sure.
Adelaide City now in attack. That goal came at a point where you just thought that they were struggling to find their way forward, but Chidiac just goes to show that she doesn't need too much of an opportunity. Stella, you must have been a bit disappointed. I'm sure you're glad that Chidiac's back in the league, but she made her debut for City against Fulham and got on the score sheet straight away.
Yeah, well, that's always expected.
Well, here she is again. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, sorry, go ahead. Willisey with the ball.
No, that's fine. Alex Chidiac is a class player, and like I told you before the game started, her ducking and weaving through players, that's how she scored her goal. And, you've got to mark her very tightly, and, body on body, probably how you'll beat her, but you won't beat her for foot skills, that's for sure.
Cassandra, are you a bit surprised at how slowly West Adelaide have started, considering the season they're having?
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised, actually. It's not what I've usually seen over the past 9 weeks or so from West Adelaide, but I'm sure they can pick up and show what they've shown the past few weeks.
Adamopoulos right on the halfway line. Couldn't be more on the halfway line if you tried. And she's going to go long, see what she can find. It's over everybody for as far as her teammates go, and McLeod was able to head away. Now it's Adamopoulos again, and she's just going to find Saroulis. Not an awful lot on here, and a bit of a 2-on-2, so she tries Bakapanos. She's under pressure immediately from Di Bartolo, who does concede the foul. And West will have the ball on the right-hand side. Just a little bit stunned at the moment, I think. There probably hasn't been a lot of movement from the West players, I think, off the ball so far, Spiro. So they really need to lift their intensity just a little bit, particularly when they are on the ball. Adamopoulos goes over again to take the free kick, and I think she's already looking at swinging it all the way in the area. It's just a bit shallow. Oh, nearly flicked on there, but Adelaide City are going to get it away, and it's going to come out to Tian Powell. She's got nothing in front of her, so she finds Chidiac. Chidiac now, she plays a really good ball out to the right-hand side, but just Georgia Campagnoli just didn't quite run onto it, but she's back on it now. Campagnoli now, but good pressure in the end by Klajic, and West Adelaide have it, and Klajic has it again. Excellent challenge, McLeod. And now it's on the left-hand side, and it's going to end up being a West Adelaide throw after being put out there on the right in front of the commentary position.
Real credit to Adelaide City and Paul Pezos, the way he set up his team, really suffocating West Adelaide. They can't do much. Klajic, though, looking to play in Tilly, but one again by the Adelaide City defence. They've been really, really strong. Now it's with Bailey. She looking for an option up front. Tilly flicks it on. Still nothing there for West Adelaide. But Hilly has done well and now looks to play in Klajic. Dragana Klajic trying to get onto this ball, and she gets there. What will she do? Gets back on a preferred right. looking to swing it in, and does, but should be cleared by Adelaide City, and is. And it's back with Alex Chidiac. We're going to get tired of calling her name today, you can tell. Plays it out wide to Di Bartolo, but Bakapano should win. Well, gee, I tell you what, Di Bartolo did well to get her foot in there, and Bakapanos wasn't backing out of that challenge, and that could be the first yellow card of the game. And it is indeed the first yellow card to Bakapanos for a late challenge in the 20th minute. We're just looking to see to make sure Di Bartolo is okay, and she is. That is a very heavy agricultural foul, I think they call that in the amateur league. That's yes, Di Bartolo did well to get her foot there, but Bakapanos was never backing out of that, and she deserved yellow card there for the right back West Adelaide. Play continues here at Adelaide Shores, and it is 1-0 to Adelaide City in the 21st minute. Offside again for Adelaide City, and it'll be a free kick for West Adelaide on the far side. Don't forget, folks, if you are watching us, please donate to Heart Kids. This is the Heart Kids round, a worthy cause. Please do so by either going to the FFSA website and following the links, or going and finding Heart Kids directly and donating. It's a worthy cause, looking after adolescents with heart disease. You wouldn't expect adolescents with heart disease, but it does. It's quite common, so please go and support Heart Kids. Willisey takes the free kick.
Great initiative by the FFSA. And as is this, a double header, a live stream of the women's NPL match here between Adelaide City and West Adelaide, round 10. Adelaide City have taken the lead against probably the odds. Powell now, she's trying to flick the ball through for Di Bartolo. It's a really, really good ball, but cut out in the end by Adamopoulos. Just goes to show they do have a very strong attacking for Adelaide City, with Chidiac playing in behind Powell. Di Bartolo, of course, who's a goal a game player on the left-hand side, and, of course, player of the year last year in the WNPL. And, of course, Georgia C on the right-hand side as well. Now, Powell, can she get the ball under control in the penalty area? That was a great interception in the end. And West are going to be able to come away through Quinn. She hasn't got much in front of her, so she's going to have to go herself. And in the end, Campagnali's won that really, really well to give City back position. Oh, but coughed up again. And, in fact, it was Klajich, not Quinn. I apologise. And she brings the ball inside to Hillier. But the pressure is immense in midfield. And West just can't get any room at all. Now, Lupoy's trying to battle for it. So is Hillier. Lupoy comes up with it, just in attack. Again, she hasn't got much ahead of her. She's being tracked really well, and good challenge in the end. And West Adelaide, and flying in again, Lupoy, but City are going to be able to get the ball away and clear it all the way out to Willisey. We're halfway through the first half, and that was probably, Stella, the first chance that West had of getting a little bit of space, but they weren't able to make the most of it.
Look, it's still early days. West Adelaide are top of the ladder and undefeated for a reason, so we'll see how it plays out. They've just got to be a little bit more composed, probably find the correct passes, but I'll see that they will score a goal. I'll guarantee it.
Cleared by Adelaide City. It's now with Quinn. She does well to win the ball, Quinn, and wins the throw-in. That's a incorrect decision by the assistant referee, overruled by the central referee, and it is a West Adelaide throw-in, and she looks down the line looking for Tilly. Tilly looks to swing it in, and now it's Klajich. I apologise, it's Hillier. But well swept out again by Macaulay, the Adelaide City stopper, and West Adelaide will have a throw on the near side, be taken by Quinn by the looks of it, the left back. Looks to play it into feet, flicked on by Adelaide City and cleared again. The defence doing really well. The Adelaide City defence doing exceptionally well here against the West Adelaide outfit, which is dominating the league, but they've given away a foul. And we'll wonder if Lucy Adamopoulos will come forward to take this one as well. No, she's staying back, and it might be, in fact, Bailey to take this one and swing it inwards towards the goalkeeper.
I'm hoping for a Christina Papagiorgio header in the box. Let's see what can happen here.
All right, Stella, you've called it. Cassandra, what do you think?
I reckon Stella might be right here.
Okay,
Good
well,
chance for it.
You've called it, girls. If it happens, we'll bow down to your knowledge. It is Adamopoulos now to swing it in. Adamopoulos with a great ball in. Looking for a header was West Adelaide, but it's cleared by Adelaide City. And it looks like it's Di Bartolo on the far side putting pressure. Or it's given away poorly there by the West Adelaide centre-back in Psaroulis. Psaroulis now, it's with Chidiac. Chidiac, great one too. Adelaide City are through. It's Di Bartolo. Will she make it 2-1? And she does. What a great goal there by Di Bartolo. 2-0 to Adelaide City. A poor defensive error there from West Adelaide. Eleni Psaroulis will be disappointed with that clearance. She gave it away to Di Bartolo. Quick 1-2 with Chidiac. and she slotted it under the goalkeeper in Willisey. Cassandra, what a great goal.
Oh, fantastic by, once again, Chids and then De Bartolo to finish it off, and unfortunate for Saroulis there to make that mistake.
Still a long way back now for West Adelaide, or do you still think that's they're good enough to peg this two-goal cushion?
I would never discount West Adelaide out of any game, so it's still game on. Just need to make the most of their chances.
25th minute, 2-0 to Adelaide City. Alex Chidiak and Di Bartolo, the goal scorers. Paul, over to you.
And Di Bartolo's made it 12 goals in 10 games, if you don't mind. That's an amazing record thus far this season. And Chidiak, by the way, as well as having a couple herself already this season, we were just talking about this before off air. She got 10 last week in a cup round in a 16-0 win. You don't even get Aussie rules forwards getting that many goals anymore.
Very good, Paul.
So here we go again. Saroulis now. She'll be desperate to atone for that error, but she's coughed it up. And City are coming forward now. But again, it's been lost. Klajich is going to try and win the throw off Campagnale. Of course, they were Adelaide United teammates during the season. Now back in their WNPL sides. Quinn, she doesn't have much on. She's going to get the 1-2. Campagnale putting under pressure. Pressure by Adelaide City's tremendous. So here's Holmes. Holmes now, but she's now coughed it up under pressure from Papageorgiou, who gets the ball back and has found herself a little bit of space. She does that very, very well. Back at Panos now. She's probably got sold a little bit short there by the pass, but she's won it back. Geez, challenges everywhere. Absolutely no space. Now Powell, she's going to be called for offside. Otherwise, she might have been away there. In the 27th minute, it's a bit of a surprise scoreline at the moment. It's West Adelaide 0, Adelaide City 2, and the first ever live stream of a regular round match of the WNPL. It's round 10, 2017. West Adelaide thus far undefeated this season with 7 wins and 2 draws. Only conceded 1 goal so far this season until today. And now they've copped 2 in the first 25 minutes. So now's a long ball. Papageorgiou looks for the flick onto Tilly, but it's well read by McLeod, and she just hasn't given Tilly any space whatsoever. And in the end, it's been put out for an Adelaide City throw. Bailey there just clearing the ball to Adelaide City's left.
Any advantage? Any advantage down there, girls? Either way, a bit of wind or...
Not that I can feel. It's quite warm down here, not too much of a breeze, and I think because of how warm it is, it'll just be up to the team that's more fit to see the game out of the 90 minutes.
Oh, and just like that, a goal out of nothing from number 12, Nicole Tilly.
What a goal.
Papageorgiou had a shot. It was partially deflected. It fell to Tilly. She's turned around and hit an absolute screamer. We'll just have a look at the replay there. There's Papageorgiou's hit. And it just fell for Tilly, who for once had some space. What about that for a turnaround and shot?
No keeper in the world stopping that, are they, Paul?
That is a sensational goal. And in the 28th minute, suddenly it's 2-1. Chidiak now is on the burst. She wants to get the... She's put through there. Oh, it's offside. Oh, action at both ends, unbelievable. But Stella, what about that goal from Nicole Tilly?
I told you, don't discount West Adelaide. They're going to come out and they're going to make sure they have this game in the bag.
I'll put it down to Andrew's intervention. I think they brought good luck to West Adelaide. 2-1 here at Adelaide Shores. Great goal there by Tilly. Adelaide City 2, West Adelaide 1. First game of this doubleheader, WNPL and NPL. Stay tuned, of course, for the NPL match. Stay with us all afternoon here at www.ffsa.com.au. West Adelaide now. Adelaide City, I apologise, with the ball in midfield. Looking to play through offside, but well cut out by Adamopoulos. Adamopoulos now plays it to Quinn. Quinn will look for Klajich. Gets to Klajich. Klajich now, 2-on-1 just in front of us. What will Klajich do? She's given it away to Campagnale. Campagnale plays it back to Pete. Pete now to Holmes. On the far side to Macaulay. Good control again by Adelaide City. Play the ball really well between themselves. Down the line to Di Bartolo. Di Bartolo now, the goal scorer. Plays it to Nicholas. But it's won by West Adelaide. And West Adelaide looking re-energised after that absolute cracker goal from Tilly. Pressure's back on. They had their heads down after 2-0, but they've gotten back into it somewhat fortunately after a bit of a giveaway by Adelaide City. But they'll take it any way they can, West Adelaide, and it's back to game on. Quinn now down the line looking for Klajich. Well cut out though by Gray. Gray to Campagnale. Georgia Campagnale looks to cut in. Plays it beautifully. It's with Holmes. Holmes looking for an option. She tried to play Nicholas a little bit too much on that. And it's a throw-in on the far side of the pitch. Cassandra, got to say, a bit of a lucky goal for West Adelaide, but it's brought them back into the game, that's for sure.
Definitely game on, Spiro, but Nicole Tilley is actually a specialist of getting those goals out of nothing, so I'm not surprised with her there, but great goal either way.
Certainly was. We're coming up to the half-hour mark, and what a half-hour it's been. These two teams, neither of them give away goals easily, and we've seen 3 goals in the first 30 minutes. Adelaide City going 2-0 up, but Tilley just bringing West Adelaide back just before there was a risk of the game going out. Now Chidiac has played the ball out to the left for now Di Bartolo to run onto it. Can she get a ball in? Adamopoulos tracks her and ensures that it's going to be a corner. Right on the 30-minute mark. Terrific to see that goal, I must say, from the point of view of us having an exciting game. Tilley bringing West Adelaide back into the game to make it 2-1 for City.
First corner of the game, if I'm not mistaken, Paul. I don't recall any other team having a corner thus far. And it is a bit of a strong wind going towards Adelaide City's end right now. So not surprising here at Adelaide Shore. Always windy, even on beautiful days like today. So that might be the advantage Adelaide City have in this half. So maybe a goal against the wind is exactly what West Adelaide needed in this half. So we'll see what happens.
Georgia C swings it in. Oh, McLeod made a great move to that ball. She won it in the end, but Adamopoulos was able to clear. And just shows how strong she is at both ends, Daphne McLeod.
Stella, I assume you've played here a couple of times. What's it like to play on this pitch? Synthetic surface, strong wind, of course, here at Adelaide Shores. Give us a little bit of an insight of what it's like to play here.
Shocking.
Tell us what you really think.
I'm a big fan of... Wait, I think we're about to see something...
No, keep going, it's all right. Yep.
No, I think the surface... I would judge the surface. It's a little bit hard to play on, the ball moves quite quickly compared to the parks. But yeah, on a winter's night when it is cold, windy, rainy, a little bit difficult conditions to play in.
Holmes now gives the ball outside to... thank you very much, Stella. Thanks, Andrew. It was Holmes who tried to play in her teammate, but overrun there by Tian Power, and it'll be a goal kick for West Adelaide. Well, I'll tell you what, it is windy. That flag on the far side is going everywhere, that corner flag. 1 minute's pointing towards the Adelaide City goal, then it's going across the ground, so obviously the wind might be a factor. It does get very windy here at Adelaide Shores, that's for sure. Thank you for that insight, Stella. We do appreciate it.
You could have asked me. I've played on this pitch as well.
Paul, we prefer the opinion of someone who can play the game.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with my pre-season over 35s friendly on this pitch, but look... these are players that are definitely worth watching, like Stella, of course, who we enjoyed calling for radio with the W League during the season. Now, Tilley, she tries to put the ball over for Lupoy. Nicholas will probably cut that out, though. No, Lupoy, good battle there. Nicholas does win it in the end, and she's able to bring it forward. Now she finds Powell. Good ball. Powell now brings it under control. She's got Di Bartolo running with her, but it's been forced out for a throw in the 33rd minute. Terrific match. West Adelaide 1, Adelaide City 2. Adelaide City trying to get themselves back into second on the ladder and within 3 points of top if they can win here today. Ball put out there by Adamopoulos. City just working their way up the left-hand side. Just looking back to wonderful view there behind those cars all the way back to the airport. Out here at West Beach. So the throw now comes in from Powell. Trying to bring it under control was Di Bartolo, but they've given it up, and West Adelaide now are going to have the throw-in.
Bakapanos down the line. She was looking for Hillier, but easily intercepted by Adelaide City, and Bakapanos will start again for the Blue and Whites. Looking down the line, Bakapanos again, looking for Hillier. One again by Adelaide City, and it's Alex Chidiac now with the ball at her feet. She doesn't give up, does she? And she's done really well there to put pressure on the West Adelaide players. Alex Chidiac and Adelaide City now have come away with the ball. It's with Nicholas. Nicholas plays it all the way back to Macaulay. Macaulay clears it only as far as West Adelaide player in the midfield there. I think that was Hillier. She plays down the line looking for Tian Power, but again intercepted by Adamopoulos. He's having a good game despite the fact that they've conceded 2 goals at centre-back. Lucy Adamopoulos is very impressive. Of course, she was also on the W League team, the Adelaide United W League team this season. Didn't have too many performances, but got a couple of games at the end.
Substitute,
That's right. Tian Power now. Well cut out by Papa Georgiou. She clears it looking for an option, only as far as Macaulay. Macaulay, quick 1-2 with her teammate. Out to Nicholas. Back to Macaulay. Again, Adelaide City really controlling the ball when they've got it. They don't want to give it away. And it should come all the way out to Nicholas, but given away by Adelaide City. And Bakapanos has a now heavy touch, and it's with Nicholas. What will she do? She's looking for an option. Goes to swing it into Chidiac. Well cut out there by Saroulis. and it's fallen back to Adelaide City, and it's with their midfield, and they play it again all the way back, and it's Macaulay. Macaulay now looking for an option down the line, trying to flick it on. It's fallen all the way to Tian Powell. She's onside. Play on. Tian Powell. What will she do? Plays it back out. Adelaide City looking to break down West Adelaide. Only as far as West Adelaide captain knowing Papa Georgie, and now it's with Dragana Klajic. Klajic gets past Gray with ease. Dragana Klajic trying to get past her a second time, but Gray did well to recover. Really well done there by the Adelaide City right back, and a good one too with Georgia Cavagnali, cut out by Psaroulis. Intercepted again though by Gray. Good passage of play by the right back, and it's Chidiac. What will Chidiac do? She's going to take him on. 1, 2, 3. Still Alex Chidiac. She plays it out wide to Tian Powell. Here's Tian Powell just outside the 18-yard box. She has a shot. Great shot by Tian Powell, and I think that is not a save. The referee has decided that is a goal kick. Looked like a good save from Willisey, but in the end it's been given as a goal kick. But again, Alex Chidiac creating all the damage in that midfield. Stella, maybe you can tell us how you stop Alex Chidiac.
I can't stop her. So no, like I said, probably just, playing smart, jockeying her, using body on body, just watch where her feet go. She does do a lot of, turnovers over the ball, whatever. So just making sure you're jockeying her, body on body, playing smart.
Georgia Campagnali is going to win that ball and put it back towards Powell, but just over her head, and Bakapanis is going to be able to, she didn't take the first touch she probably wanted there and has put herself under pressure, and she's had to give away the throw in Bakapanis. Good pressure by Tian Powell. Plenty of experience, of course. 3 W League seasons. Tian Powell, a terrific player, and one of many out there that have played for Adelaide United in the W League. Now, City have coughed it up now. Hillier trying to get a foot in, and I think that's Bakapanis on the right, but now it's back to Hillier, but she's under tremendous pressure. Holmes wins the ball and gets it back. Now Holmes just trying to settle things down to Macaulay. She tries to scoop the ball back over to Powell. Well done, Tian Powell. Good control. Now she tries to put a ball through for Chidiac. It gets there eventually. She gets it out to Di Bartolo. She's got West players all around her, but good control, puts her foot on it. Gets it back to Chidiac, but she's offside. Good passage of play by Adelaide City, though. They're just showing how they can really start to unlock the West Adelaide defence with the movement of both Powell and Chidiac. Tian Powell is a fantastic player to have across the forward line. She can really hold on to the ball, move from side to side. Doesn't really matter whether she's right or left. She's a terrific forward. Saw her play so many good games for Adelaide United when they were a really struggling side, Spiro, and she knows how to keep the ball under pressure. But the ball's back in midfield now, and again the pressure is very, very high. Back with Macaulay again, centre-back for Adelaide City. She's had a pretty good game. She tries to find Powell, but I think Psaroulis will cut this one out. She does, and that's going to go out for a throw into Adelaide City.
Casa, any insights about what's happening on the sideline there? Can you fill us in about the interaction between the two teams? Is it heated? Is there a bit of lip? What's going on down there?
It's not too overly heated. A few scuffles here and there, but I think that was to be expected. Bringing it into the second half, I think there'll be a little bit more scuffles there, and we'll see between the girls what's been set up there on the pitch.
Thank you, Cassandra. Di Bartolo plays it back, and now it's Adelaide City with the ball at halfway. They look to switch the ball, and they're trying to find Campagnali, Georgia Campagnali. Good on her right and left foot, Georgia Campagnali. Got the ball at her feet just by the corner flag. What will she do? She cuts back in, tries to take on one, takes on a second. Plays it out. Great ball by Campagnali, but cut out by Adamopoulos. And it goes all the way to Tilly. Will she be able to bring it down? She does. Great work there by Tilly. Turns beautifully. Majestic play there by Tilly, and plays in Dragana Klajic. A bit too much on it though, but good play there by the centre forward to be able to bring the ball down and look to bring in her left winger. Just a little bit too much. Adelaide City with a throw in, and they've won it again, Adelaide City. 39th minute mark here at Adelaide Shores, 2-1 to Adelaide City. Goal scorers were Chidiac and Di Bartolo, and Tilly with a great goal in return for West Adelaide. Now it's Alex Chidiac. Great little flick over. My goodness, she's fun to watch. Bailey goes to clear it, only as far as Gray. Gray now to Campagnali. Great little touch by, that's power to Campagnali, and Campagnali looks like she's won a corner for Adelaide City. Goal kick, says the referee. I should stop calling them before they actually happen, because I've got them all wrong so far today. Every single one of them. Haven't managed one right yet. Not one.
39 minutes played.
Which is pretty on form for me, to be honest.
Well, you said it, Spiro. I was thinking it, but out you came out with the big truth bomb there. We'll see now. been beaten twice, as we mentioned. It had been 12 hours of league action between goals before Chidiac finally breached the wall. Now, Papageorgiou tries to flick it on, but City have won it through Powell. She started really well, but she couldn't quite get the ball through to Campagnale, who'd switched over to the left there. Now it is with Campagnale, and she swapped wings with Di Bartolo. She brings it back into Nicholas. Strong challenge there, but Nicholas has still got the ball. And no offside against Campagnale. She tries to bring it in, but Adamopoulos gets in the way, and in the end, it was cleared by Bakapanos. Just pulled out to the left-hand side this time, Campagnale. Seems to have swapped wings with Di Bartolo, and that's what they can do. Now she tries to bring it in. She's won a corner. That is a corner, Spiro.
Thank you.
And Georgia is probably going to go over and take it. She one of the best dead ball, Stella, one of the best dead ball players around the league, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. She does have a very good long-range shot on her. I want to know your thoughts. Where would you play Georgia Campagnale? I feel like her being either on the left-hand side or right-hand side of midfield, she's wasted. She doesn't get the ball enough.
We'll just wait for this corner. Estella will answer that. Look, after watching Georgia play 2 seasons in the W League, once as one season in midfield, 1 season as a left back, I definitely do like her as a centre midfielder, I must say. I think while it was interesting to see her play left back for Adelaide United this year, and she did quite well considering she was foreign to that position, I thought her performances in midfield the season before really were much better. And she's good today, but I think she's an out-and-out central midfielder, for my opinion. Yeah, and there's a great amount of there's a huge amount of talent that City can pull on for centre midfield players, particularly now that Chids can go in at number 10. You've got Nora Pete, Dylan Holmes, some terrific players. Nora Pete, of course, she's another one that's been... She didn't make a W League appearance, but she was on part of the Adelaide United squad the season before last. So that's a huge amount of options that you can put through the middle for Adelaide City. And as a result, Campagnale is one of the ones that has been playing out on the wings. Now, City with a free kick. And Di Bartolo is... she's offside. She had gotten free, but she'd strayed the wrong side of the defence. We're in the 42nd minute here. It's Adelaide City 2 leading West Adelaide 1. Round 10 of the WNPL. The league leaders, West Adelaide, haven't been defeated so far this season. And their old rival City putting the question to them. Of course, they have got a bit of a hoodoo. West haven't beaten City since 2014, the cup final. They haven't even scored against them until today. But now they've got a chance. Here's Klajic now. Can she beat Gray? Well done, Gray. She's forced Klajic to go back. It's been a good battle, this one. But a good ball then. Now it's come out to Quinn, overlapping. But again, well cut out by McLeod. City's defence held up when they were asked the question there. And it's been put out for a throw-in right in front of us in the commentary position on the left-hand side. Stella, that's been a big battle between Gray and Klajic.
It has. It's been great to watch. A lot of body on body. I think Gray's got the best of her at times, but Dragana can run all day. She's quite quick and quite skillful, so we'll see what happens towards the end of the game.
Chidiac now plays it out to Nicholas. Nicholas, the left back. Slows down her run a little bit, looking for an option down the line. That's Campagnale on that side, I believe. Now she's swapped with Di Bartolo. And Adelaide City retain possession in the defensive half. Played down the line by Macaulay, looking for an option, but overturned by West Adelaide. West Adelaide now have a chance to break. It is with Tilly. Tilly looking for an option. Well defended there by Adelaide City again. And Di Bartolo, quick pass to Chidiac. Alex Chidiac now just on the halfway line. Gets past with ease her first opponent. What will Alex Chidiac do? Looks to play in. Look like Tian Power, but well cut out by West Adelaide. Only as far as Nora Pete, I believe, and it's Tian Power now on the far side. Adelaide City really changing that front three. That's the options they have. Tian Power to Chidiac, but well cut out by Papageorgiou. But again, it is Adelaide City, really a lot of pressure as soon as West Adelaide get on the ball. Winning the ball in midfield. Unfortunately, they're giving it away there, but they haven't made too many mistakes, the back four. Even the goal they conceded wasn't really their fault. It's a bit of an error in the midfield. Really impressive with the amount of pressure Adelaide City's putting on West Adelaide, considering how potent they are.
West Adelaide now with a throw on the right-hand side. We're coming up close to half-time. Probably City have been the better side for most of the last 15 or so minutes. So can West get one against, I'd say, the run of play? At the moment, they're just not being able to sort of breach the City defence. They're not even really being able to breach the City midfield. Holmes and Pete doing a terrific job in the middle there for City, making sure that there's very, very few options for West Adelaide to get through. Now they're trying to work their way up the right-hand side. Tilly comes to get the ball. She brings it under control well. She's done well there, Tilly, but that's going to be cut out by Macaulay. And Adelaide City find that the ball drops kindly for them. Oh, try a great flick on there by Tian Powell. Here's Georgia Campagnoli. As we said, she's moved out to the left. She's got no one, though. There's not even anyone, but she kept going, and she's won a free kick. Well done, Georgia Campagnoli, because she had absolutely no options ahead of her, and she's managed to get her team a free kick. It's going to be a yellow card, and I think that's gone to, that's a little bit far away from
Adamopoulos,
but it is Adamopoulos who's picked that up, and a chance now for City to possibly go into the break 2 goals ahead.
At half-time, hopefully Cassandra will be able to bring us an interview with either a coach or a player from the respective teams. So stay with us during half-time, folks. Cassandra will be able to hopefully bring us one of either, like we said, a coach or a player from one of these respective teams at half-time. It will be a free kick now for Adelaide City on the far side. It's going to be a left foot, so it's going to be swinging away from the goalkeeper rather than into it. Tian Powell looking very interested with her height there. Wonder if they can exploit that for sure, Adelaide City.
I reckon Di Bartolo. And then on the end of this one.
Here we go. Di Bartolo's the call. Didn't get past the first defender, unfortunately, but it's fallen back to Adelaide City. Though it's won well by West Adelaide on that far side, and they clear now. And looking for Tilly, but cut out by the Adelaide City midfield again. So much pressure there by Adelaide City. And that looks like it is half-time. We have an absolute cracker here at Adelaide Shore, set up perfectly for the second half. 2-1 to Adelaide. No, that isn't. That is half-time?
Yeah, it is half-time.
It is half-time. I wasn't sure. The referee seemed to... Oh, okay, she ran to get the ball. I understand now. It is half-time. 2-1 here for Adelaide City. Set up beautifully for the second half. Cassandra is going to try and get us an interview here at half-time, folks. Whilst Cassandra sorts that out, Paul, let us know your best players so far. Definitely Adelaide City's half.
I think it was Adelaide City's half, not just because they are 2-1 ahead, but certainly on the balance of play. Look, I've got to say, I can't go past Daphne McLeod. Her effort at centre-back has been absolutely terrific. She's cut out absolutely everything that has come her way, and so much of Adelaide City's best work has started with her. Oh, you can't go past Chidiak as well. She's been absolutely terrific in the midfield, and Tian Powell holding up the ball fantastically well up forward.
Absolutely. West Adelaide surprisingly slow at the start there, and really suffered for it. Alex Chidiak scoring a great goal, and then Di Bartolo getting a second, but they worked their way back into it in the second half, and second half of that first half, and we're really looking forward to this second half here at Adelaide Shores. We're just hoping that Cassandra might be able to grab Paul Pezos for 30 seconds. We'll cross now to Cassandra on the pitch with Paul Pezos. Cassandra, you're on, and you've got Paul Pezos with you.
A great start for Adelaide City against obviously the top side. What are your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, it was quite pleasing to get off to a good start. A little bit disappointing we conceded a pretty sloppy goal with no pressure, but that's football, and we'll keep trying to play football, and we're going to concede goals from it, but it's a learning lesson, and I'm quite pleased with the first half.
And heading into the second half, just the same thing going forward and hoping to get that other goal?
Yeah, we just got to find another way to break them down. I think just we're lacking in our decision making, our passing, our final third delivery. It's got to be better, and that's what we'll emphasise in the second half, making sure when we get into those final third, our delivery's got to be spot on.
Definitely. Thanks, Paul, and good luck for the second half.
No worries. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Cassandra and Stella. Really appreciate it. Paul, just quickly reflecting on that first half here at Adelaide Shores as Paul makes his way down to the tunnel and to have a chat to his charges. Are you a little bit surprised at maybe a bit how lacklustre West Adelaide look now?
Yeah, they have been a little bit, but I will say the last time I came out to see them against Cumberland a couple of weeks ago, they did start very slowly. They went in half-time at 0-0, and they really looked like they were struggling to get a foothold in a game where they should have been overwhelming favourites, not like today where it's a little bit more of a 50-50. But when they came out in the second half, they really stepped up a gear, and I think West Adelaide still has another gear. They're not on top and undefeated so far for nothing, so I'm pretty confident that they will be right in this second half. Stella, if I can just throw down to you, I know you've been saying all along that you think West will come into it, but can you see, is there an avenue that they might take to try to get back into this?
Look, it will just depend on what Kevin has to say at the halftime chat. You know, Adelaide City did dominate the ball in their half for the last probably 20 minutes or so. Things do need a change, but like I said, don't discount West Adelaide. hopefully they will score again.
We're going to take a short break here at Adelaide Shores, and after the break, Stella and Cassandra will have a very special guest to interview on the sideline. Short break here at Adelaide Shores, back with more after this very short break.
So how old was your car?
Bought it new a couple of years ago.
And it was written off, hey?
Yep.
Well, I've got some good news for you.
With your RAA comprehensive car insurance, you get lifetime vehicle replacement.
This is my new car.
Yes.
Yes. Yes! No!
Don't worry, you've got unlimited windscreen cover too.
We do more. Get a quote today.
So now we'll throw down to the ground. Are you there?
Yes, I haven't lost headphones. We're just throwing down to...
You with us, girls? Okay, we're good to go. We've got a very special guest down there in Lauren Steer.
Yep.
Over to you, Cassandra.
Lauren Steer from Metro United. How are you going and how's your recovery so far?
Yeah, it's good, thank you. It's 2 weeks since my op, so feeling good, feeling healthy, and can't wait to get back out there.
Just on your injury, how did that sort of play out, and just unlucky?
Yeah, it was a training session on the 18th, and we were doing a possession drill, changed direction, and my leg didn't move with it, and then, basically happened like that.
Yeah, and as for the season so far, just all round, what are your thoughts, and obviously on Metro's progress so far as well?
Yeah, the girls are doing well. We had a slow start at the beginning, I think, but yeah, we're improving now, and hopefully towards the end of the season we can get back up there.
So you're missing playing, and do you think you can obviously be that difference as well for Metro?
Oh yeah, I mean, the team doesn't rely on one person, but I'm going to miss it. Hasn't really hit me yet that I've actually, done my knee and be out for 12 months, but it's tough, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Hey Lauren, Paul up here. Good to see you, even though I wish it wasn't in the circumstances that they're in. One thing I did want to ask you is, have you got is there a program mapped out for you about what happens now, and how's that going to look?
Yeah, for now, basically not allowed to do too much. I can swim and I can do upper body stuff. Hopefully in about 2 weeks I can start moving my actual leg and improving that way.
Thank you, Lauren, and good luck for the rest of your recovery. Hope you're back soon.
No worries, thank you.
Thanks, Lauren. Lauren Steer, who unfortunately, Metro United star, won the league last year with them, of course. So as one of my great memories of that game, Spiro, was Lauren coming up here. Well, it wasn't here, we were at the Parks, but coming up and we were interviewing her after the game, and just with the elation of the 4-0 victory for Metro in the grand final. And unfortunately for her, she has got a bit of time on the sidelines, but she will be back, you can guarantee that.
She's a fantastic footballer, and she definitely will be back. And just a reflection on that grand final, I think the only person who didn't get a hug that day was me on this grandstand after Lauren winning that game. But we wish her all the best in her speedy recovery. Cassandra, Stella, just quickly before we get to the highlights of this first half, how did you see that first half play out? And interested in your thoughts both, please, ladies.
City definitely are on top, but I do think West Adelaide are going to get that equaliser. I guess they just have to make that way in. Although City's defence are quite solid today, so we just have to see how it plays out.
Stella, we know you've played against both of these teams, and we know how firmly you believe West Adelaide will probably get back into this one. Just tell us though, can Adelaide City hold out, or are you convinced that West Adelaide can get an equaliser, maybe even a winner?
It's hard to say. Look, Adelaide City do seem to be the better team today, and like I said, it'll determine what happens at the second half. If any changes have been made, tactical changes, but Adelaide City probably looking a little bit too strong at the moment.
Impressive players for you. Who impressed you, and who maybe do you think was a bit quiet?
Well, Alex Chidiac definitely has been playing very well for Adelaide City. Their whole back line has been playing very well. A lot of players have been playing very well. They're the ones that have stood out to me. And for West Adelaide, Lucy Adamopoulos and Stella in the right back position, they've been playing very well. I want probably Christina Papageorgia just to get a little bit more involved. Having her in that, that number 6 position, she's very good at holding the ball up, distributing the ball, holding play up. So if she can get a little bit more involved, and if the players can get her more involved, I think it will be a little bit of a different game.
What about substitutions? One of the players that's on the bench for West Adelaide is Chrissa Pavlomanolakis. You'd expect she'd get a role today. She might come in to help change things up a little bit.
Yeah, so I'll probably get Cass to answer on this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think when she has come on in the past, she's made that bit of difference in her spot there in the midfield. So hopefully Kevin does bring her on and make some changes there and get some quality on the ball to get her up forward and attack. That's
probably what's been missing. I think you're right. Just that composure on the ball when they're in attack. There hasn't been a huge amount of it from West Adelaide. Easy to say, of course. They've been under a fair bit of pressure.
Definitely, they've the midfield of City are piling on that pressure, and once that ball is in their attacking third, they're definitely a danger with Chids and Di Bartolo up there.
Not too far away here from the second half. We might cut away to some of the highlights of the first half here at Adelaide Shores. A half that saw Adelaide City score 2 goals. West Adelaide replied with an absolute cracker. We'll show you those in a second, folks. Paul, I'm expecting West Adelaide to get back into this game in the second half, and I think you can't really discredit them and think that they're out of this one. But Adelaide City must be ecstatic with that first half. Though Paul Pezos seemed a bit disappointed that they conceded, which you can understand considering how strong the defence was in that first half. It was an unfortunate error in the midfield that allowed Tilly to get one for West Adelaide.
Yeah, look, I mean, as a coach, you're always unsatisfied. You want to keep a clean sheet all the time, and even in a game like this one, if they'd have gone in, he's probably thinking if they'd have gone in 2-0, he'd be thinking that he could set his team up in a certain way, just try to keep the pressure on. Now we're just looking at those highlights, and look at how Chidiac just holds the ball. She could have easily gone down there under the challenge, but then she made herself the space and finished really, really well past Willisey. That's just absolute class play from her, and that is the sort of extra dimension. She is a game breaker, we know that, and just the way she makes it look like she's given herself all that time under so much pressure.
People forget that she's only 18 or 17 even, I believe, and her experience and her strength and her ability just beggars belief considering her age. That was a heavy foul there by Bakapanos.
Yeah, I think it looked worse than it is because of the speed of it. She was late. The ball was there to be won, but she just mistimed that. I think it did look bad because it was such a high-speed collision. But what you're seeing from these highlights is just how much pressure there was in midfield. And this was one of those occasions, the second goal here, where City were able to find a bit of room, and Di Bartolo, almost from the same position, Chidiac, very different sort of goal, but she was able to just get the return pass there from Chidiac. That was a beautifully weighted ball, and she finished really, really well. Probably Willisey will be disappointed that one went in on her inside post, but it was very, very close to her. Now here's what happened. It was ball coughed up. Speculative effort by Papageorgiou, Phil Tilly, and what about that snap and shot? That is a terrific goal by Tilly, and just goes to show how dangerous she is. By the way, she's going pretty well as far as goals scored. That's her 11th in 10 matches. So we've got a couple of players up each end, guys, who have going at more than a goal a game.
Yeah, Nicole Tilly for West Adelaide there. Very good for their side, as well as, unfortunately, Georgia Nicola, who's suffered an ACL injury. But Tilly's filled that position quite well to get some goals.
It would have made a big difference, and I know that you can't rely on individuals, but Georgia also had 10 goals for the season, and having both of those players up there would certainly change the dynamic of West Adelaide's forward play.
I think today as well, if Georgia was out there might have been a bit of difference too.
Yeah, definitely. But going to see how they line up. Tilly sometimes pulls left and right, and probably does that more when Georgia would be on the pitch. So far today, she sort of played in the more orthodox centre forward position. Be interesting to see if they'll change that at all. I think we're going to need to go to a quick break before we restart. No, we are going to continue because it is going to be kick-off very soon with West Adelaide kicking off. And there is the player we talked about, Nicole Tilley, on the ball.
Stella, Cassandra, quick prediction. 2-1 at half time. What's the final score? Come on.
3-all.
3-all?
Yep.
What about you, Cass?
I'm going to go with 2-all, Paul and Spitter. Yeah.
So everyone's going the draw.
Second half, I'm going to go with the West Adelaide win. 3-2. We'll see how we go. It's now Adelaide City. Well, Chidiac, this might be the worst prediction ever. Might be over in 30 seconds. Chidiac now cuts inside into the box. Alex Chidiac, what she do? She'll look to cross it, but it's well collected there by Willisey. Gee, she almost made me look foolish there, Alex Chidiac. I said a 3-2 win for West Adelaide. They almost went and scored straight away. Adelaide City. Willisey looking for a long ball, but it should be easily collected by Gray, and it is. Gray now looking down the line, but that's gone too far for Campagnoli on that far side, and it's cleared by Psaroulis. West Adelaide now with the ball at their feet. Klajic looking to play in Tilley. But again, easily collected by the Adelaide City defence, which has been very, very impressive, considering they don't have Isabella Scalzi this season, who was an impressive player for us last year at Adelaide City. She's at Metro, but the Adelaide City defence very impressive today. Throw-in taken by West Adelaide, but poorly given away. Adelaide City now looking to break. It's come out on the near side, but West Adelaide intercepted. It's Papageorgiou. Papageorgiou looking to play in her striker in Hillier, but it cut out only as far as the West Adelaide player again. And now it is Lupoy, but she's given it away. And it's cleared by Nicholas. And Psaroulis with a bit of a heavy touch, but it's brought down very, very well there by the West Adelaide player in Bailey. But Alex Chidiac again getting her body in the way and winning a free kick. My goodness, so far for me, she is the best player on the park. No doubt, Alex Chidiac.
No question, of course. She's only been playing for the Matildas just recently, so, such a magnificent pedigree, Alex Chidiac. We could go on about her all day.
Very strange situation here, Paul. Sorry to interrupt you. West Adelaide have made a substitution not even 2 minutes into the second half.
Yeah.
Now, I can only assume that it's an injury, and Bailey was trying to see if she could run it off, but to make a change straight away would suggest that it's an injury to Bailey, and number 10 has come on.
And it is Pavla Manolakis coming on. We talked about her probable inclusion at half-time, but now it's City now, and Powell is in with a chance. Adamopoulos cuts it out, though. But the ball's still there with Campagnoli. Oh, she goes down in the area, but the challenge was fair. And West Adelaide able to clear, but they are under tremendous pressure. McLeod puts it back in. Psaroulis heads it away. And now it's come out to Tilley. Now she tries to put a ball out onto the left-hand side for Klajic to chase. She just gets the touch ahead of Quinn, but there's too much on that. And Macaulay and Gray, are going to be able to sort that out. Now Macaulay ends up going long. West Adelaide now have got the ball back. Now, what can they do? No, it's cut out again. So City now have the chance on the left-hand side. There's Pavla Manolakis trying to track Di Bartolo, but Di Bartolo is good enough to get the ball into the middle to Powell. Now Powell brings it out onto the left-hand side where Nicholas has come forward under pressure, but she gets it away to Chidiac. She's buzzing everywhere, but good challenge this time. And for once, she's actually beaten by Bakapanos. The ball's still in. Bakapanos under pressure, but she's going to have to give away the free kick. That's just how heavy the pressure has been so far. And, it's a throw-in. And it's going to be taken by Nicholas. She's got Chidiac who wants it. Why not? She gets the ball. She's under pressure from two players. Can't wriggle her way through. And it's going to be another throw for City.
Nicholas with a throw-in. With Tian Powell. Tian Powell looking to cut across the box, but should be cut out by Papageorgiou, and it is. It's fallen all the way to the West Adelaide striker. She turns beautifully. I think that's Tilley. It could be Hillier. No, it was Tilley, and she's won a free kick. Tilley, well done there. The goal scorer for West Adelaide. West Adelaide will get a chance to settle. Ladies, just on the boundary line, any indication of why that substitution may have been made? Did you hear anything, or did you get any indication of why that substitution was made so quickly?
Haven't seen or heard anything. Could possibly be an injury.
It's interesting. I just would have thought maybe it would have been done at half-time, not in the first couple of minutes, but maybe they wanted to give Bailey every opportunity to run out an injury. Adamopoulos plays the ball down the line. She's looking for Lupoy, but it looks like it's going to roll all the way for a goal kick, and does, and Adelaide City will have a goal kick, and it'll be their goalkeeper, Papa Nikitas, to take it. 2-1 here at Adelaide Shores. Don't forget, folks, this is the first ever WNPL and NPL doubleheader. Straight after this match, it will be West Adelaide and Adelaide City in the NPL. That should be an absolute cracker as well. Adelaide City dominating in the NPL, top of the ladder. West Adelaide struggling a little bit, trying to find some form. And we understand that they might not even have Ricardo da Silva, who has decided to leave West Adelaide and go to Adelaide Olympic. So stay tuned for that one. That one should be very interesting. Now it is with Campagnoli. She plays it to Chidiac. Great ball there to Gray on the far side. Gray for Adelaide City, tries to get past the defender in Quinn, but she does really well to cut it out, Quinn. Adelaide City restart with a quick throw-in. It's with Tian Power. Tian Power to Gray, but given away, and West Adelaide now have the ball just in front of their coach's box.
So far, no real sign of West Adelaide just needing to find finding that extra gear that they need to find. City's pressure has remained very, very good indeed. Of course, we talk about how good their centre-backs have been. One of the players that's they've got up their sleeve as well, another centre-back, Isabel Darlin-Flight, is on the bench. So there's plenty of depth in this City side as well. So here's Tian Powell. She's had a pretty good game. Now she tries to get the ball through to Holmes, but it's been cut out now. West Adelaide try to counter quickly. Good control there by Tilly to Hillier. She tries to put the ball over to the left-hand side, but it's been cut out there by Gray, and she's found herself a bit of room. Well done, Gray. She's now bringing the ball out from the right back position. And she's found Campagnoli. Now, Campagnoli, she's got Di Bartolo ahead. Can she find her? There's too many West players in the way, though, and it's going to be cut out by Adamopoulos. Now, she goes very long indeed. Probably a little bit more direct play at the moment because it has been so hard for these teams to breach each other's midfields. Here's Holmes now. She's played pretty well, made it very difficult to for West to get through City's midfield. Adelaide City now, and that was a waste there in the end. Not enough options on that occasion. So the ball's back with Bakapanos. She gives it to Willisey under a bit of pressure. City are pressing very, very hard here, and they've forced a throw-in. It is going to be West Adelaide's throw-in. We're in the 52nd minute here at Adelaide Shores. It's West Adelaide 1, Adelaide City 2.
West Adelaide with the throw-in down the line. It's fallen all the way to Hillier. She's done really well to get past her defensive opponent in Macaulay. Hillier now looking to play in Tilly, but well cut out there by McLeod. McLeod now for Adelaide City. What will she do? She does well to keep the ball in. Plays it inside. Adelaide City played inside and back outside. Here we are with Di Bartolo. Di Bartolo, the goal scorer for Adelaide City. What will she do? She gets past Pablo Manolakos with ease. Cuts it beautifully to Tian Power. Tian Power now tries to play in Alex Chidiac, but geez. I tell you what, Saroulis did well to get a foot in there and stop that break from Adelaide City. Looked like Alex Chidiac was through on goal, so well done there by the centre-back for West Adelaide, making up for her error, which could cost West Adelaide the second goal against them. And play continues here now. It is with Nicholas. What will Nicholas do? Well, she's lost possession. Pablo Manolakos did really well. Now it's Papa Yordiu. What will she do? She looks for an option to Tilly, but it's a poor pass there by the West Adelaide captain, and Adelaide City should be able to clear here, and they do. They go down the line, but it's got too much on it, and it'll be a throw-in just in front of you there, Stella and Cassandra. How are you seeing this second half play out so far, ladies?
Pretty even-sided to start, and maybe Adelaide City will have that little bit of push there with Chids, but I think West Adelaide can get that equaliser, in my opinion.
Bakapanos under pressure. She's trying very, very hard. 5 players around the ball at the moment, and in the end Nicholas is going to come up with it for Adelaide City. Plays it back to Holmes, back to Macaulay, back to Holmes. There's players diving in everywhere. Hillier did well there, but Adelaide City are going to be able to clear their lines again, but this time it's going to fall back to Adamopoulos. She just takes a little bit of time. West Adelaide really need to find something now. They just haven't been able to get through. Oh, great pressure by Chidiac. She's got the chance to score, and she's missed. Well, you'd have backed her in that position. She did unbelievably well to rob Saroulis there, but in the end she just swung her shot to the other side of the left-hand goalpost. That could have been an incredibly costly moment for West Adelaide.
Arguably her first mistake of the game, Alex Chidiac.
Just about. It's incredibly high standards she has. Now, McLeod wins yet another header. She's been terrific for Adelaide City. But now it's with Papa Georgiou for West. She tries to get the ball out to Quinn, but there's just no way through. Again, battling very, very heavily in midfield. Adelaide City now have it again through McLeod, but this time it's been cut out again by Quinn. Now it's Tilly. Can she hold on to the ball? She's doing really, really well, but she's got 2 opponents, and in the end, she's lost out. It's going to be a free kick to Adelaide City. A couple of players down there, and Oh,
some concern here for the Adelaide City player who's on the park. They look like checking the mouth to make sure she...
It's Campagnoli.
It is Georgia Campagnoli. Thank you, Stella. Appreciate that. What happened?
Is that Dylan Holmes as well on the haunches there as well? So
what happened there, Stella?
I don't know. I actually missed that collision there.
Maybe we might be able to see that on the replay in a second, but no, we're getting the... unfortunately, we can't, but thankfully Campagnoli's up. They were checking her mouth. Obviously very concerning when you see players run over to check to make sure a player hasn't accidentally swallowed their tongue.
Yeah,
that's good to see that she's okay, Georgia Campagnoli. Now she's with Paul Pezos, and Paul just obviously player safety comes first, making sure she's okay. Paul's looking over his bench, not too sure if Georgia's going to continue here. But we'll see how that plays out.
She's a tough player, so I can back her to run this game out.
Well, you'd know her better than most, Stella, that's for sure. So we'll take it on your advice, but there was some concern there on Paul Pezos' face, that's for sure. Free kick to Adelaide City.
So City now, it's going to go long, and Chidiac is the only player there. Papa Georgia will win it easily though, and comes out to Klaic. She's had a real battle on the left, attacking left for West Adelaide, but now City again coming forward on their right-hand side. And great ball through there. Now it's going to be Powell, but Willisey was just alive to it. Ball ran onto her. She's conceded 2 goals. She's conceded for the first time in 12 hours, as we mentioned. Adelaide City have been the first team since round 2 to score against West Adelaide this season. Now, ball's right in front of the commentary position, and ball's a little bit too far for Di Bartolo to run onto. So Adamopoulos is probably going to play it back to Willisey. That's where it goes. Powell is just going to make sure that Willisey doesn't get an easy ball out. It's gone straight to Holmes. Holmes, a terrific touch for Chidiac. Chidiac, this is where she likes to play. Will she shoot? And it's straight at Willisey. Terrific pressure again from City. And Holmes' touch there was just perfect. Now, can Klaic get free? She just hasn't been able to get the other side of Bianca Gray most of the game. And she tries to find Tilly. But City's pressure has just been too good so far for West Adelaide. But here's a possible turnover. A lot of pressure now Lupoy is putting, but Nicholas did well in the end to get it to Macaulay. Holmes, plenty of experience. She made sure that Nicholas had time to play it back into the midfield. And here's Di Bartolo pushing in field. She's now got Nicholas on her left. She goes to Powell. Powell finds some space. Chidiac now, one-on-one. But she was offside, and it's run through to Willisey in any case. More terrific play from City.
Just ticking into the 58th minute mark. Adelaide City 2, West Adelaide 1. This WNPL fixture here at Adelaide Shores. West Adelaide looking to try and get this equaliser. Adamopoulos been very impressive in defence, but commentators curse. She gave it away as soon as you said it. And now it's a through ball. It looks like Di Bartolo. She'll probably be offside as soon as she touches it. No, it's onside. Di Bartolo 1-on-1 gets past Willisey. This should be 3-1, and it is! Oh my goodness, 3-1 Adelaide City. The upset is definitely on now, Adelaide Shores. The West Adelaide defence stopped, assumed that it was going to be offside. So did I, to be honest. But Di Bartolo broke the line and gets past Willisey, and then an open net. And it's 3-1 to Adelaide City, and that's a double for Di Bartolo. Girls on the sideline, ladies, unbelievable.
Well, from here it looked a bit offside, but look, we'll go with what the linesman can see better than we can.
We're just looking at the replay. It looked like she was at least 2 metres offside. Not sure what's happened there, unless she's made a deep run. But the three replays the couple of replays we've seen, it definitely looked like Di Bartolo was offside. But that's a big call there from the assistant referee on the far side. But nevertheless,
we're seeing another substitution here.
We are indeed. Adelaide City 3, West Adelaide 1. Number 4 came off
so
there.
Lupoy is off.
And coming on for West Adelaide.
Pantelis?
We just got to work it. There's 2 Pantelises, isn't there, Paul?
Yes,
we
there
just
are.
Work out which one it is.
It's Savannah Pantelis, who's pushing out to the right-hand side of midfield. So Tilly now, West Adelaide have it all to do if they're going to keep their unbeaten record intact. Here's Bakapanos and Pavla Manolakis. But again, this is about as far as they've been getting a lot of the time. Nicholas is going to let it run out. And she's in the left-back position now. Holmes, she's been terrific. Well won by Pavla Manolakis. Back with Holmes. Holmes now, very calm, very experienced. Back with McLeod. I must say, Spiro, I do love that her name's Daphne and that name hasn't completely been lost. There was only 5 Daphnes registered in South Australia last year, Spiro.
I don't know how you know that, but anyway.
But trust me on that. Now, Adelaide City now attacking on the right. Well, they had 2 players, both Tian Powell and Campagnoli, Di Bartolo waiting wide, but The cross was only as far as Willisey. Now West, they've got a lot of work to do, and gee, that just goes to show how frustrating their afternoon has been so far. Bakapanos, when she wasn't under too much pressure, she's coughed it up for a throw-in on the attacking left for City. And Nicholas, who's had a pretty good game, she gets it into Di Bartolo. 2 goals, Di Bartolo, to take her tally for the season up to 13. Of course, she's the player of the year in the WNPL last season. Here's Pete. Pete gets it through to Di Bartolo on a hat-trick, but this time she's not able to get through. But once again, now it's Nora Pete. She's going to be able to keep the ball in as it goes to the corner. Pete now, can she get a cross in? She gets it back to Powell. Powell now, she goes all the way back to Macaulay. Macaulay's got a bit of time. She plays the 1-2 with Holmes. She's got time. Back to Daphne McLeod. It's going to go over to the right-hand side. Probably a little bit of pressure by Clayich on Quinn. Quinn's had the better of that battle, I think it needs to be said so far. Clayich is still battling. Adelaide City just composed on the ball, though. They're playing really, really well in this match. They deserve their 3-1 lead. Now, Macaulay brings the ball forward. Finds Pete. Pete to Powell. Can she put the ball over? That's a terrific ball for Chidiac. Oh, there was a chance to make it 4-1 and put City out of sight, and it went straight to Willisey. City playing very well indeed.
Cassandra, Adelaide City all over West Adelaide right now. Where can the Blue and Whites get back into this game? Do you see any weaknesses at all right now for Adelaide City?
I definitely can in their defence, but also in their attacking. They're not their usual attacking ways just aren't there. Hoping for them and their coach Kevin McCormick, they can get a few goals back here, but City are just dominating at the moment.
It's Quinn with the throw-in for West Adelaide. Thank you very much, Cassandra. It's fallen to Tilly. Plays it back to Quinn, looking for Clayich, but that's gone straight out. And I tell you what, that's been Adelaide City's game plan from the first minute here. High pressure, forcing West Adelaide to make mistakes, and it's come good so far. 3-1 to Adelaide City right here at Adelaide Shores. And West Adelaide looking a little bit lost, I must admit. They've given away another silly foul there.
The role of Pete and Holmes in the middle for City has been absolutely that's Holmes down at the moment. But their role in the centre of midfield has been a huge part of how City have structured their play and made it very, very difficult for West to get through them.
Credit to Adelaide City's coaching staff for setting up this way. They've really, really suffocated West Adelaide, and they've struggled, and they have not been able to contain Alex Chidiac, and she gets on the ball here again. Miles of space for Alex Chidiac, and she looks to play through her winger, but it's gone all the way through to the West Adelaide keeper in Willisey, and West Adelaide really need to get cracking. 63rd minute mark here at Adelaide Shores, and they are 3-1 down, the league leaders. Haven't lost all year. It's now with Saroulis. She plays it out to Quinn. Quinn back inside to Clayich. Clayich does really well to turn. Now, what will Clayich do? She looks to play in her partner forward in Hillier, but it was cut out by Tian Powell, and Adelaide City again able to get away, and Tian Powell is miles on side with plenty of space. What will Tian Powell do? She plays it to Campagnoli. Gee, that's a poor ball by Tian Powell. She'd be very, very disappointed with that. They were through that, Adelaide City.
They had the numbers there, Adelaide City, and that for a moment Powell had a huge amount of space, but they've got the throw. They might not be done scoring yet, City, because they are playing incredibly well. We're all surprised. We expected that if there were going to be a winner today, it might be West, but City have done well. Now, chance for a shot, but it was lame in the end, and it's going to roll out for a goal kick for West Adelaide. They're going to have to change something, West Adelaide.
They're looking very flat, Paul. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised at just how flat West Adelaide looked today. Just can't seem. I mean, I don't know if you put it strictly down to the pressure that Adelaide City's put on them through the midfield. They just look like they're out of ideas right now. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know better, you'd think it was a lethargic performance. But I guarantee you, it really is a result of the pressure. There's Papa Georgiou. She's had a real handful. She's played well as always, but Pete and Holmes have been just so difficult opponents. Now, can they get some space? Now, here's Pantelis freshly on as a substitute, Savannah Pantelis. But again, Nicholas, one of the fantastic back four for Adelaide City today, along with McLeod, Macaulay and Gray. They've done a terrific job for the black and white. Stella, who needs to step up for West Adelaide? I mean, the captain, Papa Georgiou, is inspirational, but she's been quiet. Who can step up and make a difference here?
Look, it's a team effort, and what I'm noticing with Adelaide City is they're coming up as a wave. So, there's 4 players coming up and attacking at the same time, whereas West Adelaide are kind of, there's 1 or 2 players going and attacking. So you're attacking, 5 to 6, with the midfielders plus your 4 in the back line. So you're never going to break down the Adelaide City back line like that. So you need to come in a wave. So it's up to more than just Christina Papagiorgio. It's a whole team effort.
Down the line for Adelaide City, Tian Power cut out by Adamopoulos. She's had a good game for West Adelaide, the centre-back. Really been strong back there.
I was interested to see what was, Lucy and Stella were going to be like in the second half, both sitting on yellow cards, both very hard players. So they seem to have calmed down a little bit.
Indeed. Flick on for Di Bartolo. She's got a double Di Bartolo, but that's a heavy touch and a goal kick for West Adelaide. 3-1 to Adelaide City here at Adelaide Shores. Don't forget, coming up after this game, folks, it's West Adelaide versus Adelaide City in the NPL. That should be another absolute cracker. We've enjoyed this one. The next one promises to be just as good. Stay tuned. Stay with us for that one. And don't forget, folks, it is a charity round. Heart Kids are the proud charity sponsor here with the FFSA. Please donate to such a worthy cause. West Adelaide making another substitution by the looks of it. It looks like it's going to be the right back, Panos, coming off. And we're just trying to see who that might be on the far side, who might have come on for West Adelaide. They look like they've adjusted their formation, or they brought on Quinn to the right side. We're just trying to get an idea of who that...
Number 17.
Number 17.
So it's the other Pantelis who's come on, Georgia Pantelis. But now City on the march again through Powell. She's going to try and get a shot in, but it was very, very difficult for her at that point to get anything on it. Now Klajich, she's really struggled to get into the game, but we know she's a terrific player. Now she finds Pavla Manolakis. You won't mind if we call her Chrissa sometimes, I hope. She's given the ball up, though, to the impressive Nicholas. She finds Powell. Powell, terrific little touch through to Di Bartolo. Back to the overlapping Nicholas. This is really good football, but in the end, her cross is cut out. Now, West Adelaide really need to get some control. Pantelis just read the situation. Now, really well done by Tilly, but again, Dylan Holmes, she's taken the ball off her to find Chidiac. And now it's back with Pete. Pete's got a terrific little ball into Powell. Oh, she tried to put through Di Bartolo, just a little bit much on it, and Willis's there. But this is the sort of football City have been playing, some terrific combinations. And, they've got all the momentum now, Spiro. West are just going to have to find something. That's going to be a free kick for Hillier, who's battled away up forward. But she needs some support up there for a little bit more out of Tilly and Papagiorgio and others.
I've got to say, Paul, I'm a little bit surprised Kevin McCormack hasn't adjusted his formation. Sticking to this 4-3-3, the substitutions have all been like for likes. I just thought maybe at 3-1 down with maybe 25 minutes to go here, you'd throw some caution to the wind, but still sticking to the 4-3-3. Adamopoulos now with his free kick. That's a great free kick, but a little bit too much on that. It's gone all the way through. Oh, dear! Wow. Papa Nikitas fumbled it and hit the bar. That would have been definitely a mistake from the keeper if that had gone in. Bit too much on it we thought from Adamopoulos, but almost caught Papa Nikitas off guard, and they dodged one there, Adelaide City. Now it's West Adelaide with the ball on the far side, but given away again. Go on, Stella.
Sorry, we just need to make note that Dragana has come back from a stress fracture in her shin. Probably why she hasn't been performing as well as she can and she's capable of. So I think it's her first game back in the Premier League side.
That's good to know, Stella. I must admit, we didn't know that she had... So this happened after the W League season?
Yeah, so I think it happened a few weeks ago. She played in the reserves the first game back last week. I don't know how long she was actually out for. So I think she's just adjusting to getting back into the swing of things.
Stella Rigon there, folks, captain of the Adelaide United women's team and Fulham United, who play in the WNPL here in South Australia as well. Looks like it's going to be Pantelis on that far side with a free kick for West Adelaide. She goes long. Sorry, that was Adamopoulos. I apologise. Looking for Tilly. But cleared again by the Adelaide City defence, and they've been so strong today. Really, really impressive, that back four for Adelaide City, and holding out the West Adelaide forward line.
Dylan Holmes won't get the headlines, but she has played a terrific game back there, sitting in front of the back four for City. She's done an absolutely terrific job. Papa Nikitas, she's going to make Tilly run to her, use up as much time as she can. Now it's out to Gray. Now she tries to play it long. It's a pretty good ball, and Chidiac controls it really, really well. Comes inboard. Sorry, it was Campagnale. Now she brings it inboard. City now switching to the left-hand side. Nicholas is there, but the ball went to Di Bartolo, and it was overhit. So West now have a chance. Now, terrific tackle again by McLeod. Adelaide City, and bodies flying in. Papageorgiou can't turn it around. Very, very congested here in midfield. And finally, Tilly gets a little bit of space. Now, can she try to find somebody? In the end, she's had to go all the way back to Adamopoulos, who chips over to look for Hillier. There's too much on it for her. And Macaulay just gently rolls it out for Nicholas. Nicholas at left back for City. She's got a little bit of space in front of her. Chidiac in front of her. Chidiac has got Powell in board, but well won there by Tilly and cleared away by Quinn. Here's Papageorgiou. Papageorgiou to Chrissa. She's now brought it out to Cerulis, but this is where City have been incredibly strong. Now, Papageorgiou, can she finally turn it around and find Klajic? Just a little bit too much on it. McLeod back with Klajic. The intensity hasn't dropped. Make no mistake about that in this game. The players might be getting a little bit tired, but they are flying in for challenges, particularly in midfield. Now, City have the ball with Chidiac. She brings it inboard now and looking for Di Bartolo. Well played. Just finding a little bit of space. Plays the 1-2 back with Di Bartolo. Beats Cerulis. She's done really, really well to hold on to it. There's not much in the middle, though. A couple of players. Now it's been won and a free kick there for Adelaide City in a very, very dangerous situation.
Cassandra, who's the free kick specialist for Adelaide City? Who's taking this one? Dangerous position, of course.
I don't know if Georgia Campagnale will step up. She might.
Well,
number 8, I think.
Dylan Holmes also there.
Yeah. Well, we have seen Campagnale take free kicks in the W League team, but she left it to Dylan Holmes. Looked like Christina Papageorgiou, the West Adelaide captain, had pushed forward a little bit too in that passage of play, so maybe they're throwing her a little bit forward, the captain, to see if she can generate some action in that forward line for West Adelaide. But it is now with Adelaide City and Holmes with a free kick. No discussion here. Who's going to take this one? It's Holmes. Against the wind, a slight wind going against her, so it should be interesting to see how she goes with this one. Here comes Holmes with a shot straight into the wall. No danger there for West Adelaide, and it'll be Klajic. It'll be Klajic to get rid of the ball for West Adelaide, but only as far as the Adelaide City defenders. And again, Adelaide City's pressure and tenacity around the ball. Seeing the winner throwing on the far side, Paul Pezos must be absolutely ecstatic with this performance so far by Adelaide City. It's Tian Power now. She plays it to Campagnale, but too much on that. And West Adelaide, Pantelis will take the throw-in on the far side for West Adelaide. 3-1 here for Adelaide City, just going into the 72nd minute. What can West Adelaide do to get back into this one? Not much. Again, a bit sloppy, a bit fumbly there by the Blue and Whites. And Adelaide City now with a throw-in on the far side, given away cheaply by West Adelaide. It's Tian Power. Tian Power plays it all the way back to Gray. Gray now plays it back inside. Adelaide City progress. On the far side, it's back to Gray. Gray looking to swing it in, but there's Adamopoulos. She tries to clear it, but it's a poor one. Only as far as Chidiac. What will Chidiac do now? Quick 1-2. Back with Alex Chidiac. Still Alex Chidiac. Gets past one. Dance past one. Great 3-ball Di Bartolo almost getting onto that for a hat-trick. Again, Alex Chidiac impressive in that attacking role, and it's with Willisey.
Willisey now looking for Tilly. She's able to flick it on, but there's no one to flick it on to as far as teammates go, and Gray's going to be able to go and retrieve the ball. Adelaide City now, they are 18 minutes away from a famous victory. Of course, they've had the wood over West Adelaide over the last few years. West hasn't beaten them since 2014, but it was West that came into this game as the ladder leaders, as the favourites, and if City wins this, then the table is going to be very, very, very tight up in the top 4. Here's Tian Powell. She's played really well. Everybody's played well for City, no question of that. They have been a very, very solid team effort. Di Bartolo now has pushed back onto the left-hand side. She's gone and played on both wings so far today. Nicholas overlapping. Now she's got a couple to face. I think she put the ball out. No, she didn't. Holmes now. And she brings the ball back to Macaulay. Macaulay now inboard to Pete. Pete now to McLeod. To Macaulay.
Just too easy for Adelaide City, really.
Playing really real. Nicholas has stayed up, but her ball, a rare mistake there from Adamopoulos. It's come back now to Nicholas, but she's given it away in the end to Pantelis. And now Chrissa might try to get it forward, but again, it's all City. They are in complete control. And Papageorgiou, who has pushed up, he's called there Spiro. He's trying to get on the end of one. But now Pete, that's a terrific ball. Oh, gee, that was a tight call. Tell you what, I reckon the goal that Adelaide City scored was more of a case of offside for that one that got called against Tian Powell, but the flag went up very, very quickly, and Willisey comes out. She's going to have to try to get on with it for West Adelaide.
Willisey now, long ball forward, looking for Papa Georgiou, who's definitely gone up front for West Adelaide. She tries to flick it on, but no run there from Dragana Klajic. And as Stella just told us not long ago, she's come back from injury. She's looking a bit tired, Dragana Klajic, but West Adelaide have made their 3 substitutions, so she's going to have to battle it out for the next 15 minutes.
I think, is it Stella, can you confirm, is it 4 subs allowed in this league now?
That's right, Paul. It is 4 substitutions you can make now, so it will be interesting to see if Kevin Leaves are on.
Thank you, Stella. Again, Spiro was wrong. We continue. West Adelaide now with the ball. No, won again by Adelaide City. And Di Bartolo, man, she's had a great game. Di Bartolo now just at halfway looking to play Alex Chidiac. Alex Chidiac with the ball. Plays it Tian Powell. Tian Powell is through. Tian Powell should be one-on-one with Willisey. Tian Powell, still Tian Powell. She shoots. It's blocked by Willisey, but the top spin on the ball sees the ball go into the net, and that is 4-1 for Adelaide City. And unfortunately for West Adelaide supporters, that is game, set and match. But for Adelaide City fans, ecstasy here at Adelaide Shores. 4-1 against the league leaders. Hadn't lost all season, hadn't conceded for nearly 12 hours, and they are 4-1 down to Adelaide City. And Paul, I can't see West Adelaide getting back into this one now.
No, it's just the flow of the game. It's not just the goals. They can't make opportunities. They can't breach City's back line, which has been so well supported by Holmes and Pete in front of the back 4. West Adelaide are just unable to find a way through. Pantelis is going to try again, but this is what we've seen all game. You know, the turnover, and City doing really, really well in most situations when they've had their foot on the ball. They've played a fantastic game today, and they've really thrown this competition back alive.
Cassandra, down to you.
Just that ball from Di Bartolo to Chidiac there, for Chidiac to assist Powell was just unbelievable. Great play there.
Now Chris are trying to get the ball forward. Nicholas cuts it out again. How many times have I called that today? Now Holmes, plenty of space there for City now with Gray at the right back position. She finds Campagnoli. Georgia Campagnoli. She hasn't even been a big part of this avalanche of goals in recent times, and just goes to show how much quality Adelaide City have with Powell, Chidiac, herself and Di Bartolo. That's an attacking 4 that any team in the WNPL would be over the moon to have. So now City staying in control. They're not playing like it. Nicholas, probably the first mistake she's made all game, but she's going to get the throw in again. 77 minutes played. Adelaide City are in complete control.
Just a resounding performance here by Adelaide City. Haven't looked at all like they've been in any trouble. And just really, really impressive performance across the park. Not really sure. You can't really isolate any bad player today.
Cassandra, would you say, how do you see the body language there at ground level? Would you say that the West Adelaide players are a little bit shell-shocked at all by this?
I think so, yes. They don't look like their usual selves. Normally they're very energetic and powerful on the ball, but they look a bit tired and, yeah, just not their usual selves at all.
Very interesting to see how Adelaide City have just drowned out West Adelaide today. They have not looked, like we just said, Paul, in any trouble at all. Adamopoulos clears the ball, but again, only as far as Nicholas. Great touch to bring the ball down, but one there by West Adelaide, and it's Tilly now. Tilly cuts inside, looking for an option is Tilly. She cuts back onto her left side. Good tackle there, but the referee has seen that differently. I thought the ball was gotten first, but we'll have a look at that replay.
It has come in from behind a bit, Nicholas.
Gee, I think that's tough there, Paul. That's not from behind, that's from the side. And Nicholas won the ball there.
You're just a dirty Sunday league player, Spiro.
Well, true. Adamopoulos now with the free kick. Well, it looked to me like she won the ball first.
Yes, we heard all that. So did the entire live stream, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. People yelling at us. See, Paul, that's your fault. Adamopoulos now with a free kick. I thought Nicholas got the ball there first, so I've got to say I thought that was a poor decision by the referee. But nevertheless, she's seen it that way, and it's a yellow card for Nicholas, and Adamopoulos now with a free kick for West Adelaide. 79th minute mark. 4-1 to Adelaide City, would you believe? Adamopoulos now. Taking her time. Bit of a poor one there, but it's gone to Psaroulis. Psaroulis tries to flick it on to Claich, but again, the intensity and pressure from Adelaide City just not letting West Adelaide do anything. And again, Adelaide City clear with some comfort. Pantelis there for Claich. Well defended again by Gray, and that should be an Adelaide City ball, and is throwing on the far side. You can hear the crowd's appreciation for the tenacity of the Adelaide City team here today at Adelaide Shores.
And just a lot of the crowd, I think, are a bit stunned by what they've seen. We did not expect this. I think if we thought City were going to win, we thought it would have been in a much more tight result than this. 4-1. It's a thrashing in the end. Will anything change in these last 10 minutes? Haven't seen anything so far that's going to suggest that it would. Now here's another chance for City. Ball for it to run onto for Campagnale, and well done Willisey. Had to leave her area. Now it's actually fallen for Papageorgiou, and she finds Tilly. Now there's actually a bit of room finally. Claich though, she's brought it back inboard. She tries to find Tilly. Sorry, it was Hillier earlier that played it out to Claich, and that ball there, Tilly just wasn't able to bring it back. Former Para Hills Knights player. She hasn't been able to get too many opportunities, and the one that she did get, she buried. But she really needs a little bit more service if she's going to add to that tally for West Adelaide. Now that's going to be an offside against Campagnale, who seems to have moved in a slightly more advanced position in the last few minutes for Adelaide City. We've got 10 minutes to play, including whatever else the referee decides to add.
Stella, can we ask you what this does for the season? I mean, it puts your Fulham team in a difficult position now. That with Adelaide City, we assume would win this, puts Fulham as far as 8 points behind the top four. Unexpected result, probably a bad one for your Fulham as well.
It is, and you know, we shouldn't have to rely on teams winning and losing to determine where we are on the ladder. So we take on West Adelaide next week, or Friday night, so they will come out raring and ready to go. We'll just keep plugging along, and we'll do what we need to do. And you know, if the top four's out of our reach, there's nothing we can do other than reset and go on to next year.
Interesting, you said that you got West Adelaide next week. What have you seen today that you're going to take to training this week?
Well, look, they don't like the high press, so if you don't give them time on the ball, you know, they probably, you know, drop their heads a little bit. And what I'm seeing out here is they're starting to play long balls instead of playing the ball around. They think that playing the long balls and that's getting, you know, the heat off of them. So if they just, you know, calm down a little bit, play the ball around, and you know, do what Adelaide City are doing as well. You know, they're a little bit exhausted from, you know, constantly chasing the ball when, you know, the long balls and running over the top.
I must say Cumberland almost did this to West Adelaide a few weeks ago, and of course they're a team of a bit less pedigree. They held them out until 10 minutes to go, playing in a very, very similar structure to what City is today, and it actually needed a corner in the end for Saroulis to nod home for West to get the win that night. And certainly City have found this is the way to play West Adelaide, and but they've been able to get space themselves. But on this occasion, Nicholas has put it out.
Oh, that was soft.
Oh shit! not happy with that. Still, it wasn't completely over the line. You don't think?
That was on the line. That was nowhere near the whole ball over the line. So interesting decisions today.
Good touch there, Stella.
Thank you. My right foot too.
Stella Rigon and Cassandra Treprietti on the sidelines for us today here, folks. Don't forget, WNPL fixtures are majority played on a Friday night, so get out and support these amazing athletes. They are absolutely brilliant to watch. They've given us an exciting game here today. Most Friday nights, apart from occasional double headers like today, you can find up to 4 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. There's 2 games here every Friday night, and 2 games at the parks. Usually it's a 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock kickoffs, and it's a terrific way to get a double header on a Friday night. I certainly love to come out on those evenings to see these teams, and today, a very special double header. Well done to Adelaide City and West Adelaide, whose initiatives have helped us get this WNPL fixture just before the teams play together in the NPL. There's Nora Pete. She's played a really, really good game today. The ball has been cleared, but it's back with Gray. She's also played well. Can't say anybody from Adelaide City hasn't played well today. They've been dominant. 4-1 win over the leaders. And as you mentioned, Spiro, what that'll probably do to the table, unless there's some miracle finish here, but West will still be top on 23, but then it'll be City and Metro on 20, and Adelaide University on 19, so really, really tight among the top 4. Now, on the right-hand side, can City get yet another goal? But this time, West Adelaide are able to repel it, but again, they can only get so far. Adamopoulos wins the header there. But still in control for City. Now it's Gray on the right-hand side.
Adelaide City played out to Nicholas. Very impressive, the young left back. Indeed, one of my favourites today. Only probably outshunned by this young lady, Holmes, who I thought has probably done all the hard work and controlled the game in defensive midfield to allow Adelaide City to exploit West Adelaide. I think she's my best on ground today, no doubt about it. We'll see what everyone else thinks, but very impressed with number 8, Holmes. Adelaide City just in control. West Adelaide clearly out of ideas right now.
Spiro,
yes.
What would you do if you were Kevin McCormack?
Well, I'm not sure. I think I would have made a change at 3-1, to be honest, Stella. Not at 4-1, but maybe go 3 at the back and just try and get some pace on the wings. Obviously, Dragana Klajic is looking tired. Savannah Pantelis hasn't been able to influence the game since coming on. I know they tried to send Christina Papageorgiou forward, but that hasn't worked. But they've kept the 4 at the back, and I'm just not sure that's what was needed. They needed some more bodies in the midfield to try and control the game from there, and I'm just surprised he stayed with the 4-3-3 in my opinion. I'm not sure if you ladies have seen it differently. I'm not sure maybe what you may have done, Cassandra or Stella. Fill us in. Feel free.
Yeah, I would have definitely maybe changed that back 4 a little bit, and seeing as you got Lucy on a card and Sarulis made a few mistakes, not like her as well. Also up forward, they just weren't themselves today, which didn't help in Kevin's decisions.
Yeah, they've certainly been under a lot of pressure, but now they're going to try and see if they can get one from the free kick. Adamopoulos has just been called back. A couple of her deliveries have been a bit shallow today, so we'll see if she can get a little bit more on this one. She does. Now Papageorgiou's up there, and I thought she might have been climbed on a little bit by McLeod, but nothing doing. And the ball's gone all the way through to Papanikitis. She has got Campagnale in a bit of space. Probably just a little bit too easy to just turn around and try to get the ball through on the right-hand side there. But West have cut it out in the end. Now, they've just got no one to go to, and this has really been the problem all game. Not being able to fashion a chance, not being able to break down City at all.
Looks like Adelaide City preparing their first substitution. I'm not sure if either Cassandra or Stella might be able to see who's lining up on that far side for Adelaide City.
I can't tell from here.
So
we'll find out in a minute.
McLeod brings the ball forward. Now on the right-hand side, City are trying to get through with it's just missed who had the ball then, but it's on the far side as far as we can see. Now we're just going to see who the substitution is.
25.
Thank you, Andrew. Number 25 coming on for Adelaide City.
So that's Valeria Guajardo, who is a goal scorer in a previous meeting between these two games. In fact, their first meeting in round 4, which was a 3-2 win for Adelaide City, Guajardo was on the score sheet that day. And 2 goals to Danny Di Bartolo, just for something different.
Well, Di Bartolo is the player who's coming off. She won't be able to complete her hat-trick, but she's definitely been the difference here today. 2 goals for Danny Di Bartolo. Another great performance from the young forward. She can play on the left, she can play on the right, as we've seen.
And Nora Peat coming off as well.
Thank you very much, Stella. And Nora Peat coming off, and it looks like that change has been... she's been replaced by number 13, Paul.
And that's Alison Atkins, former Para Hills and Adelaide Hills player on the ball, and there she is on the ball now.
Adelaide City breaking forward. What will they do? 4-1 up here, of course, and dominated these last 15 minutes. West Adelaide completely out of ideas. Holmes to Atkins. She looks inside. It's with the substitute, but it's won by West Adelaide. Only as far as Campagnale. Plays it back to Gray. Again, complete control here. Adelaide City. West Adelaide almost look like they've given it up. At 4-1 down, you're not surprised, but they haven't looked in this contest at all today. And Adelaide City kind of doing what they want right now. Progressing forward with ease. Hooked forward, and that'll be cleared by Psaroulis. To the captain, Papageorgiou. She plays it back to Adamopoulos. Just hoiks it forward, hoping for the best. Again, should be cleared easily by Adelaide City. And it is, but it's a heavy touch. And now it's with Tilly. Tilly looking for an option. Savannah Pantelis won't get onto that. And it should be go all the way through to Papa Nicholas, who will no doubt waste a few more valuable seconds here.
Now, have we missed a substitution? Because I think Franceschilli's out on the right-hand side.
It is. Not sure when that one happened, but you're right. Franceschilli is on the far side, number 9 for Adelaide City too. So they've made 3 substitutions now as well, Adelaide City.
So now it's Guajardo fresh onto the pitch, but Adamopoulos is going to cut it off. And Guajardo will take the throw, or is she going to leave it for Nicholas? She will leave it for Nicholas. So Romy Franceschilli is on the right-hand side. Of course, she played in the grand final, Spiro, that we were lucky enough to call and live stream last year, but she was on the winning side. She played for Metro against Adelaide City. And I think we've just had a foul throw there called. Well, the assistant referee put a flag up and then put it down very quickly. And it's going to be a Nicholas throw just inside the corner flag.
Last minute of regulation time coming up here, folks. But don't go anywhere after this game. Don't forget, after this one, it is the NPL match between West Adelaide and Adelaide City. Straight after this game. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
So now it's with Campagnoli. She's walking back to the, trotting back to the centre, to the corner flag. It's going to be a throw-in for West Adelaide. We really are in junk time now. It's only 40 seconds until we're into added time, and the game is over. Adelaide City have won a magnificent victory here, 4-1 against all odds. They've kept up their hex on West Adelaide, but this is probably the best West Adelaide side since they came back into the WNPL. They've been stunned today, 4-1. Now, it's throw-in now to Pantelis. She's fresh on as a substitute. Guajardo now tries to win it, but Adamopoulos tries to hook it away. It's going to go out for a throw-in. No, it's still in. No, it has gone out in the end. And we now are into injury times. There's Holmes with the ball.
The exasperated look on Hilliard's face, I think, just kind of said it all for West Adelaide.
Doesn't it? Yep. Here is Nicholas. Terrific game she's played. And the referee has not added any time at all. 4-1 to Adelaide City is the final score. 2 goals to Di Bartolo, 1 to Chidiac, 1 to Powell, and Tilly was able to get one back for West Adelaide, but it was in vain. Adelaide City have defeated West Adelaide 4-1.
Cassandra and Stella, really quickly, we've got about 30 seconds before we need a handover. How did you see that game, and surprise result, no doubt?
Yeah, definitely a stunned performance by Adelaide City, and to not only get that win over an undefeated side and up until now, but by that much was really impressive.
And Stella, it's been an extraordinary turnaround. We all thought at some point West were going to get back into it, but City just were just so well organised and just so well drilled, and right up until the end they just didn't give anything away.
I know, I was expecting more of a contest, and it probably would have been a little bit better of a game if, West Adelaide could have gotten back into it, but all credit to Adelaide City for how well they've done, and to score 4 goals against Sarah Willisey. Can't get any better than that.
Just quickly, ladies, your best player?
Lucy Adamopoulos.
What about you?
On a losing side, Stella. Interesting, okay.
I'm going to go with Daniela Di Bartolo from Adelaide City.
What about you, Spiro?
Oh, no, I enjoyed the game of the defensive midfielder Holmes for Adelaide City. I thought she was by far the linchpin for Adelaide City today. Her hard work in the midfield allowed Chidiac and the others to express themselves and really put West Adelaide to the sword. So Holmes for me. How about you, Paul?
I thought Daphne McLeod was absolutely superb at centre-back. She really did have that back four so well organised, and yeah, you're right, Holmes was terrific in front of her, but Adelaide City certainly had no passengers today, and they were absolutely terrific. And Stella, you've got a 5-day break now. West Adelaide have got a 5-day break before they play your Fulham. You're looking at that game and thinking, well, maybe I can see that there's a way through for us to get the 3 points.
Look, West Adelaide, any given day, anyone can win. So we're going to come out there playing our game, and we played really well on Friday night against Metro. So we're going to take those whatever we did right during that game and bring it to this game, especially watching today.
Thank you so much, Stella and Cassandra, for your hard work today. Hope you enjoy the next game. Really appreciate it. Stella, good luck for the rest of the season. Cassandra, pleasure working with you. Paul, we've got to get out of here and let our colleagues now take over for the men's match.
Yep, thanks to the 10th inning and thanks to FFSA for allowing us to be a part of this, and we'll throw back to you, Andrew, and stay with this broadcast for the terrific NPL match coming up between the same two sides, Adelaide City and West Adelaide.
Yeah, thanks very much, boys. It was a brilliant job by you and the girls down there, so thanks again. We'll have a short break. We'll see you back here in very soon.